home.
I'm back in my house.
The house.
All right, we are rolling.
Woohoo! So, we start last game by being introduced to Cass, who is the quartermaster on Loran's ship. They have some banter on board the ship, and we find out that they plan to diplomatically ransom Ulster, which is very lovely of them. They decide not to show off that they are friends, and they depart the ship at different times. Cass, mainly because she's hungover. Back in the tavern, Astra and the rest of us, Astra, Sparks, Ulster, Loran, are in the tavern, and Astra reveals that they know Ulster's name, which Ulster is not very happy about, and attempts and fails to grapple Astra. Doesn't go well for his 5'5" ass. Loran and Cass intervene and are like, hey guys, don't do that. I mean, who are you? Who are you? They pretend they don't know each other. We all sit down together and try to have a nice time. However, just as we're getting chatting, Bluey senses undead within the tavern who are potentially in wine barrels, and communicates this to the rest of us. Cass, meanwhile, is kind of perusing around the tavern and runs into Edge and Big Ed, who wins the hearts of everyone. Unfortunately, that also does not end well. Edge reveals that she knows that Cass is pretending not to know Loran and the others, and is very sus. Kev also approaches this table of Edge, Big Ed, and Bandits and Co. And they assume that he might be the prince they're looking for. He is not. Loran turns up just in time to take Kev away as we manage to escape from the tavern, and Cass slips out afterwards. But the bandits, including Edge, give chase across the docks because they know we're real sus. We're doing pretty well at first, except Kev, who falls over and tackles Ulster with him.
Oopsie.
They roll off to the side, while everyone else almost manages to escape, but doesn't really work because Ulster, the diplomatic ransom, has been tackled. So Astra manages to heal a few people, which stops them from dying, and also manages to heal Cass, who is also dying after her fight with Big Ed, who has his heart broken, as do the rest of us. There is also a guard in the mix who is looking for the blue-bellied bandit.
The blue-bellied bandit!
Who he assumes is at first Sparks, but then thinks it's Edge, Big Ed. He just assumes everyone's the blue-bellied bandit, even if they're not blue. Edge threatens us with some magic missiles. Emma scratching. And says that we need to come quietly. Ulster threatens to slice his own throat if Edge does not let people go. But Edge calls his bluff and knocks him unconscious. The rest of the party, except for Loran, is then taken prisoner by Edge as Loran jumps over the side of the ship but does not hit the water on the other side.
Ooh, very spooky.
Ooh.
What does it mean and where whilst it lead us? Let's find out after the credits. There aren't credits.
There are credits.
Cool. So, does anyone have any questions after last game?
I think we did clarify this at the end, but even though we leveled up, we did not gain any hit points. We did not take a long rest or anything, right?
Yeah, your max HP will go up. But your current HP.
I'm on 1.
Yes, slay.
Thanks.
Slay your enemies. Wonderful. Okay, so
I'm on 1. If I got knocked out, don't I get a short rest? Can't I roll some hit dice?
no, because when you get knocked out in the real world, it's not like you're going to sleep.
But can I turn it into sleep?
Not slay.
Very not slay.
So all of you watch as Ulster kind of hits the ground, and with Loran's disappearance and the presence of bandits around you, you feel ropes being tied around your wrists. You feel bodies behind you taking hold and pushing you forwards, and you try and get an idea of the direction you're going in. But
sorry, guys.
Soz, guys. before you can get your bearings, there are bags over your heads.
Oh, classic bags over our heads.
Can
Potato
I?
salad.
God, what a typical kidnapping. Bloody hell. Get original. So
I know, it's
cliche.
not that imaginative, really.
Cass is complaining the whole way.
Can I? While we are being walked, can I count the steps like with an intelligence check or a survival check, something?
yeah. Slay.
Slay.
Play.
Slay is my new word. I can't stop saying.
With the natural one, Slee got nothing.
Right, so yeah, you're like,
I forgot how to
1,000,
count.
2,000, 3,000. And everybody can hear this, and then they bonk you on the back of the head to do non-lethal damage. Oh god, I'm sad these dice numbers are falling off. Does 11 hit you?
No, actually.
Oh, then you just get a bong on the back of the head. Yeah. And it's Big Ed. Very big.
Anyway.
After a moment, you feel yourselves being thrown into the back of a cart.
Oh, now a cart. God, guys, could you be any more classic?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Are they Aussie now?
Oi, that's a stereotype. We're not all convicts.
Just the
I
ones
didn't
on the
realise that
school.
was what's happening.
Rude.
Oh no, they're not actually Australian. They're from New Zealand.
They're just a British person putting on a terrible New Zealand
It's
accent.
not terrible. It's better than it was. I'm not ashamed of myself. I'm gonna have fun. I like fun.
I like fun.
I'm like
Live your
some
best
people-
life.
Thank you.
I love fun. I just get secondhand embarrassment.
Do
Ooh.
you guys know that Sleer's name is an acronym for slay?
For slay.
Slay!
Sorry, Aylin.
And Astra's name is an acronym for arts because they're artistic. Anyway, you guys get tossed in the back of a cart. Your bodies hit the damp, rotten wood. You smell putrid scents, overpowering, overwhelming, and it's gross. It's when you throw up in your mouths. But
I don't smell anything.
Hey, some people might find that they might like a bad smell.
Cass, you smell your
decide for it.
gay perfume.
It's like, oh, this is quite a nice stench, guys.
Bluey, I feel like Bluey and Astra are slightly more refined, perhaps, and are like, no.
I don't know. I think
It's stinky.
Astra might say something like, and what would you call it? Like stench? You know, it's got some ring to it. I think.
Skunk nuts. That's what it is.
That definitely takes her off guard. She just starts like giggling.
Oi! Prisoners don't giggle!
Well, that one's
So
funny.
are we not supposed to be enjoying this? Shouldn't have introduced ropes.
Oh my god.
Was it Big Ed?
Big Ed, if you could see him, would be blushing.
I'm unconscious. I can't deal with this.
I'll have you guys know that when this happened in the first campaign, no one said nothing.
Well, maybe it's just because they were cowards. So how are you doing today, Big Ed?
I will repeat that I was unconscious in that time as well.
That's
I actually think we
fine.
were all we had been poisoned. We were all
I
unconscious.
changed that, guys. Do you know why I changed that? Because, guess what? You two are resistant to poison and shit, so it's fine. Fine. Anyway.
Yeah, which when I said that at the beginning of the campaign, you were like, it doesn't count. You're not resistant to this type of poison.
Also, can I just say, in my notes, I wrote, party is blindfolded and tied up, brackets, not kinky. That I guess is kinky if you think about it hard enough.
We've been together too long. Everything's kinky now.
You guys feel the cart rumble and crunch over the rocks.
Except to me, who doesn't feel anything.
Well, you can still sense things.
I'm unconscious. I don't feel anything.
I have a question, Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Things like armor, weapons, holy symbols, stuff like that. Are any of those things still on our person?
Holy symbols, yes. Weapons, no.
All right.
You hear like a
Those-
jingle racket, and you sense like the sound of swords, etc. Like in a different area of the cart. But you're disorientated, and it would require some effort.
I
To
do have a
soften-
question though.
Yes.
Is Big Ed gonna answer Astra's question about how he's doing today?
Thinking about
Absolutely
it.
gonna talk to the guards or
Okay. Right. So
abductors.
you're gonna call over to Big Ed. Okay.
How you doing?
Right. Big Ed says, "I'm not gonna involve myself with you."
What about with me?
Okay.
Cass sidles over as well.
Actually, not you. You guys can't really move. Is one thing I'll say. You're kind of like
Okay.
bound people, but you can.
Yeah, I'm on the floor like.
as Jane Eyre says often. You can make your voices heard. And as you guys kind of start trying to talk to him, he's like, "I'm not going to associate with you. I'm not going to respond to you."
But why?
Oh, I have an idea.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, it just came to me. You keep going with what you're going. I just
Okay. Is that part of the plan? All right, Castle. She'll be like, she'll do a really long side. She'll be like, "Look, Ed, you're a mercenary or a bandit. I don't know. Are they the same? Are they different?"
It's very
Like,
different.
Sorry, my
Like-minded
mistake.
person, I would know that.
Okay, well, we all have to do what we have to do, but I did feel like there was a connection, and I'm sorry about that. Why do you think I shot your friend and not you with my magic missiles? Like, I could have done it for you.
Charisma or persuasion, whatever you prefer.
Which one
Gosh,
do
you
you
don't have
prefer?
a persuasion anymore.
I know, it's really sad. Just is it a straight up charisma check, or is it?
It can be charisma or persuasion, whichever you prefer.
can I do
They're
something
both
to
the same.
assist?
Oh yes, please.
Astra would kind of just try and add on to this. You know, you do seem like you're particularly talented. Maybe you could actually be doing something better with your life than this.
Right, okay. Cass, you want to roll twice?
That will be a 17.
Well, I will say, actually, I will say it. You know, a couple months ago, I had a brief dabble in crochet.
I fancy a bit of crochet myself.
I took my craft to the local farmers market where they had little artsy bits and bric-a-brac, and not a single person bought one of my lace caps.
Those bastards!
Well, did they take a look
That's
at least?
Not walked right past them. Apparently, bright
Ed.
orange and yellow lace caps aren't in these
Ed.
days.
What it was? It's because they were just so intimidated by you.
I can't change that about myself. I'm Big Ed. I'm big by definition.
Oh, also
But that
here's a
doesn't
question.
define you.
So, Big Ed, would you wear
What
the
is
ones
this?
these like lace crochets that you're making?
I'm wearing one right now.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm blindfolded. I just couldn't see it.
Underneath my bandit
Yeah.
uniform, I do.
We can't see it, I'm afraid, Ed. But I'm sure it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I'll show you. Hang on. He gets up.
Yes.
He goes over to you, Cass, and starts to like fondle. Is the wrong word to fumble with your fumble with your bag. Blucifer, what? Sparksifer, what? Spark?
Sparksifer, I
Spark
like it.
Angel, what's your
Ooh.
I think Sparks is so. It's like so crushed at the news that his crochet
didn't take off.
wasn't respected, wasn't looked at. I think as she sort of like sheds a few tears, she notices them, and I think does like a lay on hands, like who looked fairly injured before.
Are you fucking joking?
Probably Ulster. It's
Ulster?
probably but before you do this, I will say the moment Big Ed gets up and starts fondling with the bonnet that you've got on, Cass, there's like a "Oi! Keep that cart moving!" from across, and I'm gonna say you get a glimpse of the mountain range, enough that you can recognise. Roll me a survival check.
Oh, I don't think my survival's very good because I've not put much in wisdom. Where is survival? Yeah. It's a
There is
straight
someone
one.
who could wake up. I don't know.
We haven't had a chance yet. Give us
Oh, but you
give us a
had
chance.
2 months to talk about
is-
Big Ed's crochet.
It's
Oh, that was so almost an 18, but it wasn't. It's a 5.
What you deserve.
That's a 6 from me.
It's what you deserve.
It's a 21 from me. Making up for that.
I'm so sorry.
that nat 1 earlier.
Wait, what are you two rolling for?
Did we all get our blindfolds taken off to look at Big Ed's?
No, just Cass.
Okay.
You were stopped before that.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I think Cass will just be like, Ed, we don't want to get you in more trouble. Just it's okay. Let's get the cart moving, and I can't wait to see your crochet when we get there.
Cass, what did you roll for survival?
I got a 5.
A 5. Unfortunately, you're not really getting much of a glimpse of things. I will take your guys' survival rolls for other things, though. Celia, you, despite having some issues getting your bearings out of the fang, because you are a walker, you're a bit of a
Secular walker.
a hiker, a naturalist, some could say. You do get a very strong scent with the 21 of like spruce and pine. And you know that means you must be still in the foothills leading just out of the fang. On your way into the Shards, which is the mountain range you guys all came through before.
So
Nice.
Does it seem like we are close enough to a town that if anybody heard a loud noise, somebody might try to come to our aid?
You can certainly try.
Before the cart gets moving again, I'd like to use thaumaturgy to make my voice absolutely booming to yell, "Fire!"
Okay.
Bless you.
Make me maybe a performance check, please.
With Circle of the Moon, I jumped straight up to try it.
What's that, Cat? Astra? I can't speak.
That's an 18 plus 4 for 22.
You give the performance of your life as you scream, do it.
It's like 2 a.m. here, so fire.
Fine. Fire! And you yell. You do it just like that. It's fair enough. And the cart kind of jolts as Big Ed is like, "What the fuck? I don't smell no smoke!" And starts looking around, and you hear like the kind of like a commotion around you as people start kind of like looking, and it's clearly all the bandits who are here because there's still quite a few of them. And as you say that, you feel a hand grab the back of your neck and pull you up so that you're sort of like half lifted off the cart. And you hear whispered in your ear, I think it's in your best interests to stay quiet. And it's clearly Edge's voice.
Sorry, wait, did Astra hear that, or did we all hear that?
You would have all heard that, but it was in Astra's ear.
Is it okay with Brian that Sparks gives him 3 HP?
Yes! It is
Right.
okay, thank you. Allstar wakes up but doesn't make it obvious.
Can I request that Edge make a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh.
And this is something that I just needed to check the specifics on, but I don't need to see her to do this. I just need her not to be an undead or a construct.
15.
Just one above what I... Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Buddy, this is what happens when you're this low.
Yeah. Oh, it was
Emma?
so
Also,
close,
how was
though.
yours so high?
What-
How was yours a 14?
'Cause,
If I was unconscious, would they have bothered to blindfold me?
They would have done it to everyone, yes.
because I have an
Okay.
18 wisdom.
They're not dum-dums.
Still. If I'm lying down, can I try and wiggle to see, like, in the gap underneath the blindfold?
It's a sack, so it goes down to your neck.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So I can hear everyone around me, so they obviously did not honor our bargain, right?
Yeah.
Can I roll over? Because I'm guessing Bluey... Did you have to touch Ulster?
Yeah.
Okay, he will slightly roll over and listen until he can't hear Edge anymore. If that's okay?
Yeah, that'll take a second though, because
Okay.
Edge, listening to Sleer and realizing you attempted to make a move magically against her, she is going to say, pull her off the cart. And Astra, do you have any reaction to that?
Does it... I mean, probably.
You feel 2 sets of hands, one on your feet and one on under your arms, begin to hoist you off the cart. And Edge says, strap her to the horse. Doesn't deserve that comfort, I don't think.
I would like to make a move while this is happening.
Okay, what do you do?
Once I hear them get off the cart, I would like to... Can you just tell me where everyone is on the cart? I'm touching Bluey.
So you feel Bluey, you've heard Cass, you've heard Sleer. Only person you haven't heard at all is Kev.
Okay. Ulster will kind of roll towards Bluey, and hearing they're taking Sleer off the cart, knowing that they didn't honor any part of his agreement, he will say quietly, so that I think Bluey can hear, will you back me up?
Sparks will give him a little, 2 taps.
All right. And Ulster will immediately roll and start to transform.
What are you going to transform into?
A direwolf.
A direwolf.
On a side note, I have come to what Slea's reaction to being pulled up by Edge is going to be, if you will allow it.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
By backup, does Brian mean, protect from harm?
Back up as in, will you fight with me, essentially? Will you back me up?
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay. Also, before you do this, I'm going to give you a tiny little bone.
Okay.
You begin to transform, and you smell very distantly, but you catch it with your heightened hearing and smell. You smell the spruce, you smell the dirt, you smell the rot in the earth and the stench. But over all of that, just on the wind, carries the slightest hint of sea salt and lavender.
Okay. Ulster is transformed, and I'm guessing transforming he can rip off the bag and the ropes.
It will rip off kind of automatically. Give me a second. Before we get on from here, I'll need a couple of things from all y'alls. I believe we're in an initiative at the moment.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So,
Who are we?
Ooh. Right. I have to just open up a couple of small things. Because guess what, guys? It's off the rails. It's not what I planned. Stunning. So, can everybody please roll me initiative?
Initiative. Boom. That was a very good initiative. Potentially one of my best initiatives ever.
The guy. Oh, guys, look! The Last of Us.
Oh, yay!
Why are you not charging? We should be charging.
Can you guys give me like a couple minutes just to get something together? Where is this?
I'm so happy I picked Circle of the Moon.
Page 343.
It's going to be great, guys.
Is that what you were before?
No. Before Ulster was a Circle of the Arctic.
There we go.
Yeah, I was going to say it was the ice one, isn't it?
Circle
the
of the
moon
Moon
one I
is,
looked at.
Yeah. Circle of the Moon is super like beast shape transformation magic.
Yeah.
So if I was a normal druid, I wouldn't be able to turn into a direwolf. It would be sad. I'd be a little tiny mouse, but instead, direwolf. It's great.
Were you saying you could do that like a level sooner?
So if I was a normal druid, I would only be able to. Normal druids can only.
CR1.
So at the moment, I would only be able to transform into a challenge rating animal of 1/4.
Crying sad.
But as a Circle of the Moon druid, I go straight to level 1.
Nice.
So I could be a crab.
Oh my god.
A rat.
Slow down, honey. A crab. Whew.
Crab.
A crab.
Getting a bit too cray there, honey.
A deer, which is a challenge rating of 0 anyway. You could be a death dog.
Yeah.
You have to know what
dog.
But instead, I'm a direwolf.
Indeed.
Death dog.
A death dog. Got 2 heads. Crazy.
It's pretty cool.
Very fun. I just threw them at my players.
Oh.
Neato. Right, okay. Have we all rolled l'initiative?
See?
We have.
Right, so 25 to 20.
Boom! 22.
Nice.
22, lovely.
22.
20 to 15.
17.
18.
Nice.
Nice.
Guys, look at us. Come on, Anna.
Oh no.
To be fair, you were the only one that rolled well last time, so maybe it's.
Anna, what did you roll?
10.
10. Oh.
That's still not. You're still sort of like mid. That's not too bad.
You're mid.
Could have been worse.
You're med. Woohoo.
Use these pretty ones next.
Guys, we're supposed to be spending time apart. Come on. Because, like, yeah, because she ends up getting separation anxiety with me. Doris, go on, go downstairs. Doris.
Oh.
Oh, Doris. Meanwhile, our cats have separation anxiety from their food.
Yeah.
So, guys, can I just say, I built a whole dungeon for you guys.
I'm sorry.
Bye.
But Bluey would pull
That's
Sarah.
fine. We can still go in that dungeon at a later date. It can just be the same dungeon, but in the future.
It'll just be 5 sessions from now.
You bet.
Thanks for waking me up, Bluey.
That's guaranteeing that we actually escape. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
The odds are a little bit stacked against you. However,
Well, I've got 60-something HP to burn through
you have. Hang on, I just looked it up.
because I can do this twice.
Sicko.
Actually, it's more like 74.
You have 37 hit points.
Yeah, but I can do this twice.
Yeah. At the moment, you have 37 hit points.
Yeah, but I can do it again. I can do it again.
If someone were to heal you now, where would that healing go to you?
So, because I am, hold on. If I want to, oh my god. I can use a spell slot to regain 1d8 HP per level of the spell slot extended.
During your beast shape form.
Yeah.
Cool. Sick. That'll be your action.
No, actually, it's a bonus action.
That'll be your bonus action. Okie dokes.
Wow.
So, first up in the order, we have Cass. Now, Cass, you are partially sighted. I'd say you're
Okay.
bad in the skew. You are tied up, and you are lying down on a cart. How do you wish to proceed?
So I'm going to. So I've seen a dire wolf emerge, right?
Yeah.
You saw it was Ulster. He would have been twisting and changing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to really quickly get a map going.
Like, wow, Ulster's a fairy. Oh.
I think then Cass is going to. Oh, so who do we have on the cart with us? We have Sex Ed and Edge. Is that it, or is there another one?
Yeah.
It's just those two.
No. So, how many people are around you? Do you mean?
No,
There are
who's on the
10
cart?
bandits around you that you can see.
10.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That was more than I was anticipating.
That's roughly the amount that were with you in town.
Okay. Cass is. Cass doesn't want to necessarily attack Sex Ed because she wants to try and keep that narrative going. You never know. I mean, we need to try and kill her, so it might not work. But she's
Go for the crochet, Ed.
Yeah, I think she's going to.
Hang on. If you guys give me 5 seconds, I have found a map.
I'm still tied up though, aren't I? So a lot of my spells will be difficult because do I need
You're
to move my
currently
hands for them?
tied. But you could also try and do something like to the ropes to break free. These are not magical ropes. These are just like the kind of ropes you would find on your ship.
First mistake.
You could also do a dexterity or an acrobatics check to see if you can get up or sit up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get out of my ropes.
Okay, cool. How are you going to do this?
I'm going to try and sleight of hand my way out of them.
Okay.
Cass is no stranger to ropes, so.
Okay, we'll try and roll that from there.
Ooh, that was so close to a natural 20. So that will be 22.
22, okay. That's relatively good, considering your guys' level. I found a cart to put on this map. With a 22, I think you can, in like a kind of motion, break your ropes. You find like the kind of weakest part, and you just kind of like in one swift go and get it open. So your hands are free, only your feet are bound.
Okay. Perfect. And in that case, I think, and then can I sit up?
You can, yeah. You still have your bonus action if you want to do anything.
I don't know if I've got any bonus actions available to me at this point. But I think what I will do is I'm going to sit up and I'm going to pull off my blindfold and just look at Sex Ed's crochet and just be like, wow, it is fantastic. Now, is this me being like charismatic, or is this me lying? Is it terrible or is it good? What does it look like?
You can see why it would be considered out of vogue.
Right.
Specifically, the hat construction itself is fine, but the colours really don't go. And the addition of flowers like across the rim, although it's inspired, because you can tell they are the native flower of a prayer, they did not seem to draw in the kind of charm you would hope to get from this kind of.
Okay, Cass isn't going to lie because she doesn't want him to potentially spot that. But what she is going to do is say sort of like, oh my God, Ed, these color palettes, so brave. I can't believe no one picked them up. These are going to be the next big thing. I can tell.
Oh, you do see him blush.
Is that maybe more persuasion?
Yes.
Or just straight charisma?
I'd say that this is persuasion. Oh, I don't know. What are you trying to do with this action?
Basically, I think Cass is just trying to win him over. And the fact that the first thing she does once she gets free is not attack him, it's compliment his crochet. I think Cass is trying to lay a bit of a groundwork to sort of, at the end of the day, Big Ed almost took her out with one attack. So, and there's 10 of the bandits on board, and she knows that Edge is a big shit. So that will be hard to flush. So she wants extra help. So I think she is trying to win him over. So maybe persuasion.
Sure.
Ooh, that's sorry. Sorry, that was really violent. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, with a dirty 20, I would say that you are in fact able to get a blush, and he like hesitates, holding the reins, and is like, "No, but you betrayed me. I thought you loved me."
Enemies to lovers.
I think Cass is going to be like, I didn't have time. I had to make a decision and save. Well, I don't really know these people, but I had to save my other friend. It was the job. You know how it goes.
Compelled by some strange force to protect these strangers.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I had to get paid, honey. Gal's got to get alcohol somehow.
It doesn't make it any harder.
No, that's why I'm trying to make it up to you now. Okay, I feel like I've allotted my. I feel like I've allotted my free speech now. So
fine. Okay. I've made a map. The crab. Oh my God, Lily, look at the gif Awen sent in.
Collapse.
Okay. Oh wow, Anna.
Pretty.
That's so beautiful. Oh, we're gonna go back. Okay, so here's the map that I put together. You can see ED is Ed, E is Edge, and then the B's are all bandits, and they're sort of surrounding the cart. There are 2 horses And then there's you guys are the pink ones because pink is a fun color. Does that sound good?
I see a hidden book in the corner.
What is
It's a tome.
what is
like
what's next? Who's next to Edge?
Sleer.
Slayer.
Oh, it's an S. Sorry.
Oh god,
Look
no!
like-
It needs to be an Astra. It needs to be an S.
It was fine.
I
I was also having
I was
trouble
being
telling
so
that it was
smart.
S.
I'm gonna fix it right
Okay.
now.
It's fine. I'm right where I want to be, though. That's exactly where I want to be. Perfect. Edge is within reach, which is all I need.
Oh,
I
All
want
right, so
to send a
Anna,
picture.
you're now SP, and Sleer, you're now Aylin, you're now as Karak. Do you guys remember as Karak?
Yep.
That was the character. Anyway, Nestle Crunch. Cool. Next up in the order, then, we have 2 bandits.
I'm just gonna go to the toilet.
Okay. Right. I think they are going to focus on the massive fucking wolf
Oh, I need to go to the toilet.
that's just appeared.
Right.
Because that's horrifying. They scream like little children. One is going to go at you, and it's 7, which I don't think hits. The other is going to give it a whirl. And that is a 14. Does that hit? I'll check.
Beats it.
Beats it. Okay. So with their crossbow in hand, they raise it up to you, and they go "Pshum," and fire forwards. And you are going to take 6 points of piercing damage. Sound good? Okay. The bandit is then going to move back to go up next to Edge.
If he moves, do I get an opportunity attack?
It was a range.
Oh. Then
Sorry.
he's in range with me.
Sorry?
How close is he to me then?
5, 10, 15, 20, roughly 25 feet.
Fine.
He's going to move forwards, well, diagonally about 5 feet to be next to Edge. And I'm going to put a little 1 next to him so that I remember.
Thing 1, thing 2.
Bandit 1.
They don't even get names.
Bandit 2, the one who tried to stab you, is right next to you. Just so you're aware. They do have names in my head. But I'm not going to tell you those names in case you guys get attached like you did with Big Ed. You know that B and Ed next to each other looks like bed.
Nice.
It does.
Nice. None of you
Perfect.
enjoy my humour. None of you are laughing with me.
Just at
And
you.
laughing at me. Wow.
My brain just said deathbed, the bandits that kill people.
Death medal. So next up in the order, we have Astra. What are you going to do to Edge?
Yes. The answer is yes. So
Yes.
Edge is within touch range of me, which is all
Which is-
I need to inflict wounds.
Nice.
So as Edge is grabbing onto to Astra, Astra grabs her right back
Uh-oh.
and says,
Okay.
"I don't think so," and casts inflict wounds with a
Okay.
natural 20,
Natural fuck off.
which is the picture I just sent into the chat.
Baby.
Fine.
How are we ruling natural 20s? Are we doubling the dice? Are we doing a max plus rolled? What's the...
Double the dice.
Okay, so the double the dice is a total of 50 necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage.
Yes, 5-0.
Oh, she's going to be resistant.
25.
Sagan,
Yes! Oh,
25?
God.
I'm sorry. It's not actually 25.
Okay.
I remember why.
You. Oh my
Yeah.
god, wait. Sorry, hang on. Mute yourself. There's a prophecy that has yet to be told. Unfortunately, it's only 25 damage, but it's still a fuck ton of damage. And she reels back and she goes, ah! And there's like a black mist that kind of like curls up around her face, like a smoke from beneath her armor, and it's like boiling her skin. And she looks back at you and is like enraged. Is there anything else you want to do?
Also, I'm a cleric. I have 2 types of damages generally. Radiant and necrotic.
Not that for you.
So radiant is probably the way to go.
Well, we'll see. That's my self-defense spell. Yeah, I'm gonna. I at that point, I think I'm just gonna try and get away.
Cool.
No, well, opportunity attack. Nope, I'm gonna stay put. I'm gonna stay put. I'm
Cool.
in this situation.
Righty go. Cool, let me just check. Okay, so you're staying put. Next up in the order is Edge. So
Not me.
you're after Edge, I'm afraid.
God damn it.
But I'm gonna go with the bandit captain first, which is Ed.
Come on, Ed.
Ed stands up at the front of the cart, turns around and looks down at you, Cass. So,
Wait. My Ed. Sex Ed.
Sex Ed.
Okay.
And he just says, "You don't know the things I've done. I'm
You
not
don't
going to
matter to
betray
me."
my people."
Is Ed a human?
Ed is a... Yes, he is white.
I just want to find an image of potentially big Ed.
Oh my god. Oh wait, do you know he looks like Fang from Our Flag Means Death?
Oh right, yeah.
Roughly. White hair, gets his little dick drawn by
Oh,
Lucius. He was low-key George's like unsung favorite character who hardly came back. But anyway.
big head.
He's going
On
to
your
pull out his
big head.
privileged car. He's going to look at you. But I've got to do this. And
You don't, Ed. No.
he's going to slash you once.
Ed!
God damn it! My flirt, Cass. When she okay, I'll play this out
14.
on my armor class.
Yeah.
I don't think so, honey.
Oh, it doesn't hit. Okay, then that interesting. All right, so it doesn't hit you. He kind of like slashes and like reels back and is like, "No, don't betray me."
Bat your eyelashes, Cass.
Yeah, Cass is like,
Oh.
Okay, right. I had a thought of what would happen if the first one didn't hit. So, Big Ed looks at a scimitar, looks down at you, turns to the bandit next to him and goes, whack!
Cass is flirting.
Yes! An ally!
On your big head.
Let's see how this goes.
In her
If you ever break up, it's going to be bad for you.
Cass was like, if he survives this, it might have like a stalker ex. This might be a
Yeah.
problem. But for now, it's a success.
Freya's out there somewhere.
He's got 18 on his attack roll there. That's going to be 4 points of damage. Let me
He's
just-
letting Lala.
He's letting Lala finish his food. Do you know what Baz does? He lets Lala finish his food. Look, he's watching him eat.
Which is basic common decency, but
I know, but it just means something.
yeah.
He's like, Lala needs to eat. At the very least. Right, so
Not when it's wet food,
this
though.
guy is bloody. Let me just write that down. Cool. None of you guys have moved, so do you want me to send you the?
I'm going to move.
Okay, you've got to move. Oh wait, no, it's not the end of the round. What's wrong with me? Right. Ed attacks that guy. He's like, oh, he's bloody, I'm going to go again. And he stabbed him with his dagger. And he's like,
Oh my god!
it's like a
She turned on, she won't lie. She's like, oh, you turned so fast.
yeah, so it's a 16, which definitely hits.
Honestly, what does it say about Sex Ed's life that one person flirts with him for like 5 minutes and he turns?
I'll die for you, queen.
He kills that guy.
Yes.
I killed someone for you.
Was this
Ed,
band
You know what
A or
you
B?
said University is on fire? For Cass, it quite literally is on fire right now. She has got.
With his bonus action, he's going to turn around,
Ed!
sit down in the front on the cart, and go, yeah! Get the horses going.
Shit, we've not got Sleer though. I mean,
Don't worry,
Ashley,
I'll get
sorry.
Slayer. I'll get Slayer.
Right. Okay, nothing is going to happen yet, just because he's done a lot. But in the next round, you guys will be moving, so you have time to figure stuff out. Right, next in the order is Edge, because she didn't go before. Edge is going to raise up her hand and kind of quivering out from her wrist, like pulling out, you see a long, thin sword as she
No.
casts spiritual weapon.
No.
I know, crazy. Spiritual weapon, you create a spectral floating weapon. And she is going to make a spell attack against you.
Who?
Astra. Excuse me.
If it's a ranged spell attack, would she have disadvantage?
A melee spell attack.
Okay.
When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a
Okey-doke.
creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So she obviously makes it right next to you. Cool. So. Okay. Does a 14 hit you?
Miss!
Ah. Okay.
You guys have really good armor class. Can I borrow some of that?
Yes, stuck on that edge.
Okay. Cool.
To-
And then it's pretty much actually what you can do. Let me just-
That's why I picked Draconic Bloodline rather than Wild Magic, because they have really good armor class, and I felt like Cass would probably prize not being hit
Yeah.
more than
Guys,
random
look,
stuff.
13 plus AC.
I'm
or
just a
plus
little
Dex is
boy.
great.
With all these strong non-binary and ladies, can you please protect me? I don't have any
Oh, right,
armor.
I know what she'll do. She is going to tap herself on the chest, and she's going to heal herself with an innate ability to get back up slightly. Not a lot.
Rude.
Okay. Not a lot at all, actually. So let's just see how this goes. Okay. She is now going to
Scratchy.
use her movement to move away from you, Astra, prompting a attack of opportunity.
I would love to do so. Can I use that to attempt to trip her instead of necessarily do damage?
Okay, can you talk me through how you want to do that?
Basically, I kind of assume my tail is free, so I just kind of like want to hook her ankle.
Okay, so we'll do this in a similar way to the grapple. So if you can do an athletics/acrobatics versus her strength.
Or like a shove attack kind of thing.
Oh, if you want to do it as a shove, that's different, yeah? Let me just see.
Yeah.
I would like to shove the BBEG.
Yeah, I just want to shove her away from me. Just go away.
Go away.
Come say hello, Nana.
Okay, so you're going to make a strength check. And Edge is going to choose either athletics or acrobatics. Trick you. Are you ready?
Yep. I have rolled.
18.
I rolled a 19 on the dice.
You're a chaos goblin. Right, so you shove Edge, and she moves prone 5 feet away from you. Oh wait, you can choose. You can either knock her prone or move her 5 feet away from you.
I'd like to knock her prone.
Okay.
I'm
So-
here for the salt.
That's fine. Now, she was using her movement, so she's going to now use 15 feet of her movement to stand back up and move a further 15 feet away from you. So, not as far as she would like. 5, 10. Wait. How'd you get that? 5, 10, 15. Okay. Next in the order, Ulster. Edge is now, yeah.
No.
I dropped everything. Excusez-moi. If this had broken, I'd be very sad.
It's book. How would it break?
It's fine. Oh. Edge is there now.
Okay. Seeing that I imagine the cart has started to jerk and move forwards. Ulster will give a look to kind of like say, do not follow, and he will jump off the cart towards Astra. Now, I don't know if I can do this necessarily because he wants to kind of get Astra to jump on his back.
You would need, I think, because Astra's movement would be on her turn.
Or could I potentially scruff Astra
Yes.
and throw her on my back?
You can grapple Astra.
Would it be possible to say, like, since I assume Astra's hands are bound, to just like loop his head through them?
Yes, could I do that?
You can't. Right. Can I just say your hands aren't bound in front of you, they're bound behind your
Behind
back,
you.
so it's probably
Okay.
break your arms.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry, I just am thinking of the logistics of a direwolf grabbing your arms.
What I could do is just go in her middle, flip her onto my back, and run. Like have
It's
her
going to
lean
be
over.
complex, and it could fail, but it could also look really cool.
But
Are
if,
you impatient?
if she's willing, then
Sure. Okay, so Ulster, I would like you to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check. And then Sleer, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw. Please.
Okie doke.
I'm not going to give you disadvantage because you kind of want this to happen.
Yeah.
16, 17.
18.
Otherwise, I would give you disadvantage.
18 on acrobatics.
Okay.
And the dex save is going to be a 16.
16. Okay. I'm going to say those are adequate enough that what happens is this. You rush up to Astra, you skid around, and you kind of nozzle her, use your, like, what's it called? Snout. To, like, dig underneath her and then kind of use your head to, like, split her back. And Astra, there's a moment where you're just kind of, like, free
What?
falling through the sky, like, where am I? And,
What is happening? Please explain.
you kind of like rise up through the sky and you land thump onto Ulster's back. And because Ulster is like kind of moving, you do roll, and you just have to like grab like a tuft of his fur and like hold onto it for dear life. It's a bit smelly.
It's a bit
Right.
smelly, and I
And-
just
yeah.
don't care at this moment.
As you feel like Sleer like grabbing a tuft of your fur for dear life, it's a bit painful. But you do manage to get her onto your back.
Do I have any movement?
To do this, you move 5 feet. I'm going to say
So-
probably, let's call it 10 because of all the maneuvering you would have done.
As a direwolf, I would then like to take my 40 feet of movement to run away with Astra
Do you run alongside the cart or
Yes.
onto the cart? Okay.
alongside.
Hey.
God, honestly, flirting with Ed has come in clutch until I have to try and get rid of him, and then
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you two alongside each other. Okay. Next up in the order, you hear over the wind, Ulster, as you're kind of doing this, the rush of movement. And you hear someone say, "Did someone shout fire?"
Oh no.
And And behind the cart, directly in a line, because there is now a line available, thank God that you two moved, a wall of fire about 5 foot across and 20 foot tall, like just kind of like spouts across the pathway. As you see overhead, lounging on a magic carpet, peeking over to see what's going on down on the ground, Loranda Hain, the man himself, who's been tailing you this whole time, unleashes a wall of fire. Now, 3 bandits are caught directly up in this.
Oh, barbecue.
So we will talk about that in a moment. In a little moment. Tell me he's dreaming. Tell him he's dreaming. Isn't that crazy? Okay.
Tell him he's dreaming.
Yeah.
He's dreaming.
Are you
What do you
watching
call
the
this
castle?
stuff? Yeah.
Yes, of course I am. I don't know anything about that show, but Lily
It's a movie.
gave me that quote, and I think it's quite fun.
Hear that, kids?
Feel the serenity.
Feel the serenity. Slay.
No, that one's not from the
Yeah, I
castle.
don't think Michael Carlton says slay in that film.
So
Not even in the court.
But if he could, he would.
Within the area must take a dexterity saving throw. So 3 bandits. Fail. Success. Or take this many. So I'm just going to roll until we get to their max HP. 5. Okay. 2 of the bandits burst into flames and crumble into ash.
Oh my god! You hear a yelp
Yeah.
from the direwolf.
Cass on the cart whoops. She's like, yeah, baby.
Ulster looks between Cass and Loran, just horrified. He's like,
Do what you gotta do. You hear Ed yell.
You have fear of fire.
And Big Ed looks at the fire and is like, Tommy! Bev! What have I done? And he's having a crisis of faith, you can see. Loran is then going to swoop alongside the cart, look at Ed having his crisis and just say, he is going to turn on you. Hop on here if you like.
Cass will look at Ed and be like, you'll turn on us?
Tommy and Bev were my best friends. I was going to make them my best men at my wedding.
to you!
To you! To you! And he like his fingers are like pulsing and twitching.
Okay, I think Cass is going to be like, onto the carpet then.
Okay, you can't move until your turn. But next up in the order is Sparks. Bluey, there is 1 bandit within reach of you, about 10 feet to your left, who is reaching for the cart and like kind of trying to grab onto the back of it, like as if they could stop it from running off.
I'm not sure Sparks took off the blindfold/hood.
I think, okay, I'm just going to say, for the sake of brevity, that as that flame kind of like launches up only 5 feet away from you, it did warm enough that it kind of like makes the brittle kind of rope that you were tied up in kind of snap. And there's like a little bit of visibility through your mask now. So you're going to be doing this with disadvantage, but it'll be fun.
Okay. I think.
I'm just going to share the PNG so that you guys can see this.
Thank you. Now, I don't want to hurt Big Ed.
You don't wanna hurt Big Ed.
Will people hurt Big Ed though? Like some of the other bandits? Because I don't want that to happen either.
Wait, can I just say, did you do La La Alert? In the chat?
Yeah, I mean,
That's so freaking cute! La
It's Basil alert now.
It's Basil! Oh my god, that's so
Basil?
cool. He's in Lily's arms.
Oh, yes. Hello.
He's much bigger. A big boy.
Do you guys want to see this thing I have for them? It's a fish and it sort of wags its own tail. Lala,
Oh.
be interested. He's not really interested at the moment, but he likes that fish. He does. Anyway, so
Okay.
Cass
I swear he
has
likes it.
for sex ed, so don't worry.
okay.
What says what for Big Ed?
Cass has an idea.
I think in that case, I think Sparks would. I don't think she can get people in a line. I think instead she would try and go for the bandit on the left of the cart, so moving 5 feet. Where would Loran be?
I just realised he's not on the.
Okay.
Give me a second.
You didn't put Loranda Hain on the map.
I know.
Goodness me.
Loranda Hain invented
The man himself.
The man himself. Yeah.
Yes, okay. I think I would look, it might be with the feet giving that bandit a kick to prevent them from like getting anywhere close with the cart, and then after that moving onto the carpet.
Okay, so I'm going to say that Loran is. I wanted him to be on the right, but I think he's going to have to be on the left just for the sake of you guys being able to see everything clearly. Okay. Haven't I given enough? Okay, I'm just going to send that again with Loran on it.
When Ulster leaves his beast shape, he's going to have 4 HP.
Not for long.
Thank you.
Did that come through?
I know that was supposed to be
Yes.
because I will heal you, but it did sound a little threatening me. Not for long.
2 types of people.
I'm not playing
for
one of
long.
my creepy clerics today. Well,
I'm going to say that it's about 10 feet up so that you guys can get on the carpet, and he's looking to get bigger.
Get gone.
Get gone. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to unarmed strike. If I can kick, but if I can't, just try a punch. The bandit. All right. Well, the bandit that's 5 feet away.
Yep.
That is 24 to hit.
That's very good. Yeah.
Damn.
It's only 4 damage, but it's a very accurate kick.
Nice. He
and-
is almost bloody. He like coughs up blood and you hear ribs cracks.
Oh. And then Sparks will just have a quick check for people's belongings, because I think she realizes that it would be a good idea to bring them off the cart and onto the carpet.
Stunning. Yeah, you can do that. So you can do that with your bonus action. You heard the rattling, and you see that on the dead bandit, sort of slung over his shoulder is a large like wrap filled with weapons. You see your long poking out of there. You also see the shapes of and hilts of certain items. You guys didn't bring with you. Loot.
Oh, loot, baby.
But this is your biggest problem. He's next to Big Ed. He's having a crisis of faith. Good luck.
Okay, so stop me when the turn is over. But she would like to, try and sling those weapons like onto her shoulder and reassure Big Ed, like, I hope it all goes well. Sorry about this. And
so as you say that, you're like, I'm sorry.
Crochet.
Yeah, you pull the sort of like, you pull the weapons over and the body kind of comes with it and just kind of flops over the back of the seat that it's sitting in. And you see the chest is just ruined. It's a ruined cavity from where Big Ed just went to town on this guy. And as you kind of say, I'm sorry, he looks down at it and he's like, Pete!
For Pete's sake. Come on.
Pete! Why?
He's the one who stabbed
You
you
were
to
there
death.
at the birth of my son, Pete!
But he has a
You
son.
have a son? No, that's a level of commitment I wasn't sure I wanted in sex ed. Jesus. I don't say that out loud.
You were there at my holy commune into the temple of Tiamat! Shock. Oh my god, what? Storytelling beats! Pete! Anyway, so he's distraught. But you do secure the bag.
Okay. Maybe this time, I think she'd go like, and may come and try and rest Pete's soul, doing absolutely nothing because she doesn't have anything to, like.
Like most priests. Bless you.
Yeah. So I guess that's the end of her turn.
Okay, so sorry, I really quickly did forget to do something, which was to roll dexterity save for this random bandit and Edge. Edge is fine. Random bandit. 4, 5. He's dead. Okay. Great. Lots of these guys are dead now. You killed like his whole friend group, so he's having a bit of a time. Regardless, life moves on. Right. So next up in the order are two of the last two bandits who haven't gone yet, who look over at this chaos. They look at each other. Natural 20. Okay. I can't go away from that natural 20. Check. Right. Okay. So the guy at the front puts his hands up and is like, I'm not gonna do. Starts running away. He's gonna use his action to dash. And he
Wow,
kind of
Edge is
runs.
going to kill you for running.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. Right. Now you can still see him on the map, but he is now out of sight. But it's quite obvious you kind of think where he could be. So if you want to pursue him, it's fine.
Are we murderers, guys? No.
Are you? Up to you.
But yeah.
The other guy is like, coward! Edge! Get your head screwed on straight!
It's not straight, she's a lesbian.
Ed is Ed.
Edge.
Edge. Also a lesbian.
You know what?
He's a
If sex ed
lesbian.
could be, he could, yeah, he could be.
Right. So, the second bandit, Ulster and Astra and Cass. You guys, well, actually, he can reach all of you. Well, but one of you is less desirable. Look of you further away on the card. Ulster and Astra, again. If it's odd, it's Ulster. If it's even, it's Astra. Do you want to know why? Because Ulster is odd. It's even, Astra.
Could I argue that it would hit Ulster first, though, because he's much bigger than Astra at the moment?
You want to take a hit?
Yeah.
No.
You could.
I mean,
you
I'm
could
fine
roll
with it, you know.
You could roll a d6.
He would try and swerve to
then-
protect Astra, I think.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
Mhm.
You take 7 points
It's fine.
of slashing damage.
It's fine.
Okay. And then, bonus action, this guy's gonna be like, oh shit. Oh shit! You're a fucking wolf! And then he's gonna be like, he's gonna start peeing. Spooked. Right, so
Bonus action.
yeah, he pisses as a bonus action.
He pisses the bonus action.
Right. I'm going to send you guys the new map. Not much has changed. One day I'll learn how to use Roll20 and I'll be unstoppable.
One day.
But not today. I've tried and it just doesn't work.
It's been
Yeah,
84
today
years.
is not that day.
No, absolutely not. Right. We go back to the top of the round and we have Cass.
Okay. Cass is going to look at sex ed and she's going to be like, I don't want you to die. I'm doing this for you. Please know that. And can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wisdom's not his strength.
Little basil, little basil.
Wisdom +0, but it's +2 save. So he got a 12. So he got a 12. No, he got a 7. No, he got a 7. What the fuck?
That does not succeed. He is charmed by Cass. In more ways than one. His Cass thoughts are, this dude has knowledge on Edge, who is probably going to be after us now, so we could interrogate him. So Cass is going to have charmed him, and she's going to say, get on the carpet.
Lauren's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Okay. Does everybody understand the parameters of charmed?
If you attack the person or one of their allies, it wears off.
No, it's not the ally, it's only them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The person. In this
And if we
instance.
ask them to do, and we can't ask them to do anything that will cause them harm. But Cass is actually like, Big Ed will be murdered by Edge if left. And she's now feeling a little bit of an attachment, maybe not love, but she kind of wants to save him. And also he's going to have lots of useful information. So, yeah, she's like, get on the carpet. And then she looks over to Loran and is like, he's chill.
Right. Okay.
I mean, Loran is like a wizard man. He knows when someone's been charmed.
Yeah.
I love it. How would Loran respond if Cass was like, yeah, he's a wizard, a man.
He's a wizard man.
He's a wizard man. He knows what he's doing.
Okay, right. Well, is that what you're doing with your turn?
I think Cass is going to command Big Ed, and also she's going to go onto the carpet. I think they're going to like walk on together, like la la la.
La, la, la,
Okay,
la.
Ed gets on the carpet, and because he's so big, it dips slightly, and Loran's like, okay. It's not enough space for all of us on here, just so you're aware. If you want to make a quick getaway, we're going to have to ditch some weight.
Cass looks sadly at Big Ed, like,
We could just get him to stay on the cart and keep going.
Yeah. Okay. I think Cass then is going to, whilst everyone else is sorting them out, Big Ed is not going to go onto the carpet, but she's going to be like, can you tell me everything you know? And she's just going to sit with Big Ed while he tells her all of the secrets that he might have privy to. And then, and then she'll wait, once everyone else is on the carpet, she'll go.
Sure. All right. Okay. Well, then we'll get to that on his turn.
Yeah. We don't need to go into all of it. But yeah.
He sits down. He's like, well, when I was
no,
born,
about the bandit situation and trying to. Who is she? What's going?
About Edge.
Went out for a cup of
About Edge. Edge.
What do they want?
Talking about Edge.
Well, Edge and I were in the same secondary school, and she always. No, anyways. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't go to secondary school. He barely went to elementary school.
What's up? My name's Big Ed. I'm 29 and I never learned how to fucking read.
Oh, he looks like he's more like 40.
Oh, yes.
Being a bandit ages you.
Yeah, it does. Oh, he's like, I'm 17.
And Cass is like, no.
No. Right, so next up in the order are two bandits who are both little ashtrays.
They steam.
They're steamed buns. Next in the order then is Astra, who is being held on Ulster's back.
He'll kind of he's trying to raise his back so you might be able to reach the carpet.
You've seen a bandit. Oh, okay. If you check the map, because the carpet's on the other side of the cart. Because I couldn't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I wanted it to be over there, but logistics sort of.
Well, then he'll draw by the cart so Astra could potentially jump from the cart to the carpet.
Cool. Astra, what do you do with your turn?
Okay, can I split my turn to just kind of pull, like, I don't think I'd actually ever pulled the hood off of my head. So,
No.
yeah, like
No idea what's going on.
to carefully pull that. And then if Ulster is attempting to get Astra to the cart, can they attempt to make a little leapy,
check.
a little acrobatics check
I'm gonna-
potentially?
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing for you as what happened with Sparks, which is that that burst of heat has made your bindings brittle enough that you don't necessarily need to struggle out of them, and you do have some like partial vision, so you can see where the cart is in relation to you. So you are now free at the top of this turn. So if you wish to, you can jump onto the cart next to Cass and Sparks. No, next to Sparks.
Would it be
Cass is on the
possible to use my movement to get up to the carpet?
You could, yeah.
Okay. Would it be 2 checks or just the one?
Let's see. I'm going to say it would be just the one.
Cass isn't on the carpet, by the way. She's still on the cart with Big Ed, and she's not going to get on the carpet until, namely, the cargo looking at Brian is on board, because we don't want to repeat.
Don't worry. It's fine.
So
It was fun.
that is an 18 on the...
Okay. You roll off of Ulster. You're like, ugh, get up, and then just kind of like sluggishly, because your legs kind of aren't working yet, just kind of like pull yourself up onto the carpet, and Loran's behind and is like, hello.
Hello, person.
Good to see you again.
We did move. Okay.
How could I forget Loranda Hayne?
I like you. Right.
Oh, that's
Next up. Astra, is that everything you'd like to do in turn?
Currently, yes.
Okay. So next up in the order is Edge.
Your body's getting away, Edge.
As with our previous order, I think Sex Ed is going to go first, because I'll just keep consistent.
He's charmed.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Sex Ed sits down, looks at you, Cass, and says, yeah, so like, what do you want to know?
Who is she? What does she do? Why is she after white hair boy over there? What's going on? Tell me everything.
So she is like, I'm like the leader of this bandit troop. I was the leader of this bandit troop. And she was like above me. Like we've got a little hierarchy.
So you're not really the leader then?
I was the leader of the people. She was the leader of me. Like a line manager. So yeah, we basically just get directives and be like, do this, do that. And I decide whether I want to do it or not. And usually I do want to do it because it's in my best interests. So yeah, she was like, look, we saw some suspicious individuals who looked like they might be worth a pretty penny on the road. And so now we've got to bring him back here. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a bit odd that you would want to, go after one specific individual. And she's like, yeah, worth a pretty penny. And then I saw him and he was like a bit dirty. And I was like, maybe worth it.
So
maybe
the
not.
directives, where do these directives come from? Were they coming from Edge or from somewhere higher up?
They're going from Edge. She often
Okay.
just told me.
And where were you going to take White Boy?
Oh, we're going to take. Well, we were actually, after we interacted with you on the docks, we were like, actually, all these people are pretty interesting. They might have some information. We thought you might be able to join us because you and I had such a connection. So we're thinking about recruiting you. Sparks already seems like she has a cult mindset. I don't know what that means, but that was funny. So we thought we could bring her into the cult, and then.
So there's a cult. What's the cult?
Oh yeah, it's a cult. Right. Okay.
Quick.
Right. So Bahamut.
Mm-hmm.
Tiamat.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they share power in the land?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are a bunch of people who are like, not super fan of sharing power. We just want one of them to be in power.
And you want Tiamat. You said you were a Tiamat
Not me
person.
specifically. I'm agnostic.
Okay, and how are they going to do that? Why is White Boy so important to that?
Well, they need money and benefactors. Apparently, he was.
And where's your base? Where's your secret hideout?
It's human trafficking me.
There's Norfolk. Oh, also points at Sleer. Astra. She was on a wanted poster like 4 months ago, and we didn't realise until we were already interacting with you all. So
Cassie looks to Astra and waggles her eyebrows.
That one was on the DL though, because we weren't telling Edge about that one because we wanted to pocket the cash for ourselves.
I see. And
where's
your hideout?
There is about 400 ticks up the road.
And how do you get in?
So when you get there, there's like a secret password. And the password is like
Skunk nuts.
Password, or it's Edge knows the password. I don't.
Okay. And is there any like big bad secret thing that else linked with your cult / not cult?
I'm not really in the cult. I'm more of like a freelancer.
Right.
And this is about as much as I think you can get in 12 seconds.
Yeah. Fine. Fair. Okay. Cass is then gonna be like, she's then gonna turn to everyone else and be like, you guys have got to get on the carpet ASAP. And then she's gonna look back at Big Ed and she's gonna be like, now Big Ed, I've charmed you. So technically I've charmed you from the beginning, yes? All of the things that you've done is because of like me making you, right? Agree.
Yeah.
So now when Edge catches up to you, because unfortunately you're a big guy, Ed, and I can't get you on the carpet. I did try. You saw I tried, but you were heavy.
Yeah, no, you can't fault you for that. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're my best friend. I would never.
Yeah, I know.
You.
Same here. I feel the same. So now you've got a defense when Edge catches up to you. Yeah. Love is a great feeling. Everybody on the carpet.
I have a son who's working at the Stronghold. You should meet up with him and see how you get along. He is fully grown. So
are you now? Wait, are you trying to hit? Right, this is all getting very weird and confusing. Everybody on the carpet.
I think that he needs a mother in his life, and you could be
my
mother.
On the carpet.
Oh my god!
You said the word commitment. You said the word mother. Cass is now like, I'm out. I'm out. There was a hesitation before, but I'm so done. Get on the carpet. I don't want to be your mother.
Wait, you come back. Like I'll wait for my dad to go get those cigarettes.
I thought it was a cup of milk.
Cup of milk. Right, what it is, Edge. Edge is going to use her bonus action to command her spiritual weapon. And she is going to use it to. Oh, let me think.
Can I position myself on the carpet to be kind of semi-shielding Loran?
You can, yeah. Okay, yeah. I think that she is going to maneuver the. Seeing this is all going down, going to maneuver the spiritual weapon to be vital stare, and going to command it to attack. Ooh, okay, that's not bad. 17.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family.
This monstrosity.
I'm going to take 10 points of damage.
That's fine.
She's then going to pull her hand back, step around the wall of fire, and look at all of you. Look at Ed. Look at the bandit. And she. I'm
gonna growl at her. Roar.
Does it sound
With
like
her
Terry?
action. Because that's her bonus action. With her action, she is going to touch her chest And she's going to heal herself.
Okay.
8. That's really good. Why did I do it at such a high level? I feel like I wasted it now. Well, it's at full, so okay. And she heals herself back up to full. And she just watches you. From about, I would say she's about 30 feet away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20.
La 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 la.
Okay, right. Next up in the order then is Ulster. It's you.
Ulster's gonna jump onto the back of the the cart, and he's gonna see if he can see Kev anywhere.
Make me a perception check, please.
Natural 1.
You cannot see Kev anywhere, I'm afraid.
Well, he has no choice then. Bonus action, turn back into Ulster, and he's gonna yell after Edge. Where is he?
You want a response?
Yeah.
Edge shouts out, "I'll never say." Big Ed shouts out, "Oh, he's at the Northwind Stronghold." It's a friend of my friend is my friend.
Thank you, darling. Cass shouts as well.
And Edge is like, "Fucking bastard."
Ulster looks up at Loran like, extra money?
Loran looks at you like,
If it looks like Ulster is going to like try and get up, can Slay offer a hand?
You can pull him up if you want. He doesn't weigh very much.
Okay.
Okay, right, so Ulster, you don't get a response from Loran just yet. It's his turn next. What you gonna do?
He'll offer his hand up if Slayer wants to pull him onto the carpet.
Okay.
Could she have like
Right.
kind of kept that held as like a bonus action kind of thing?
Yeah, of course, that's fine.
To assist.
It's more of a story detail. You help him up. It's not hard to get on the carpet. Ulster, you are now, as a human, on the humanoid on the carpet.
He is heckin' bleeding.
He's like,
Eh.
and you're sitting next to Astra. Cass and Sparks, you're the only two not on the carpet at the moment, and it is now Loran's turn. And Loran just kind of looks around at the situation and is like, "I'm going to double your fees." Right.
Yeah, I can't actually pay that right now. I can give you what I have. You can sell my hair.
Nobody wants that. Right. So
Cass, even from the cart, is like picking up on some vibes from Loran, and she's like, interesting.
You can sell my hair. Ulster's really upset. He's like, I'll clean it.
Right. Okay.
The obsession with hair starts early with this, Brian.
He looks so
And
miserable.
in our last campaign, it was just you were just constantly snipping everyone's hair.
Oh my
Little
god!
You had hair collections in case we all died.
I will say, as Ulster is just sitting on the carpet, he was real like, yeah, I'm gonna fight you in the tavern. Nah, he's just an 18-year-old boy, and he's like,
Right.
Fair enough.
So, all of this in mind. All of this in mind, Loran is going to raise up a hand, and he is going to cast Hold Person on Edge.
Nice.
Don't roll the d8. What the fuck is wrong with me? 8 from Edge, plus, what is it? I don't think it's going to work. Wisdom. Talamy's dreaming. 9. And she like seizes up and is paralyzed and looking at you with anger and looking fearfully at the flames that are kind of spreading across the path. And she's like, oh, okay. They're not fucking about. And Loran, with his movement, is going to move the carpet so that it is closer, like hovering right next to Cass and Sparky Barkies.
Could I free action speak?
You can, yeah.
We could just finish her now.
Loran looks at you and says, "We could, but then who would get us into the stronghold?"
Ulster looks at Big Ed.
He doesn't know the password.
Ulster sits back and is like, yeah, I didn't think about that.
We'll figure that out. So, next up in the order is Bluey.
I think Sparks would, get up onto the carpet, but then if she could get her shield out and equip it.
Yeah, bonus action.
And then okay, so everyone's who's not on the carpet?
You
Kev.
and Kev. Kev isn't there. You can't see him.
Oh yes,
It's me and you.
Okay. All right. Then
You could just
we
swoop
would
Cass up and jump.
do that. Would maybe holding an action to help Cass up onto the carpet, but sort of equip shield sort of thing. Or I could heal. Or I could heal Brian, couldn't I?
It's all right. You can wait for a bit.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Ulster starts rubbing the blood in his hair, and it starts slowly turning strange orange color. He's like,
Okay, but Bluey's gonna cast Cure Wounds on Brian.
that was supposed to put you off.
I think that's just made her concerned. So Cure Wounds is 1d8.
I'm concerned about you.
Oh, there's a D8. Hello. Oh, hello, cat.
That sounded that sounded disturbingly like a baby.
It was a baby. That's 8 hit points to Brian.
Thank you.
Brian, you have 8 HP back.
I'm on 12.
Sparks, what are you doing
So-
now? Are you doing
Yes, on the carpet. Shield out. Guns out.
guns
Guns?
There's no channels behind these guns.
Guns? Right. Cass, you're the only one not on that carpet. Just so you're
Okay. Okay.
Right. Spark. With that. Next up are two dead bandits.
They steam.
They scream and I'm dead.
No, they steam.
They steam. Excuse me. Well, these ones aren't the steamy ones. The first ones were the steamy ones. These ones are the ones that Big Ed killed, and the one that died.
They steam because their blood is hot and the air is cold.
Okay, fair enough. Right. So next up in the order, skipping them completely, is Cass.
So I think Cass is going to hop onto the carpet. She's going to turn back to Big Ed and be like, "Any other way to get into the stronghold? Just anything?
Can we blow it
Any other
up?
tips? Any other tips? Any clues?"
Well, it's in the mountains, so what you could do is you could rappel across the valley on like a rope.
And also, just as a little, do you have a map of the stronghold on you by any chance?
Oh shit, no.
Are there any
No.
traps?
Oh, there's tons.
Yeah. What traps? Give us a lowdown of the most deadly.
Mimics everywhere. Cubes, lots of them. Goblins.
Where have they put Kev?
Infested.
Also, now leaning over the carpet,
I
looking
don't know.
like
I don't know. What's that guy called again?
Kev.
I don't know.
What's your
Where would
son's
they-
name?
In a prison box cage. What's your what? Sorry,
What's your son's name?
Gondo.
Gondo. Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna go meet him, like you said. Can you chuck me your hat because I want something to remember you by?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Great. I
That's
love
really
it.
bad
It's mine.
play.
I will shut up. It's amazing. I'll treasure it forever. Make sure that Edge does not kill you. Okay.
Cass, that one was mean to me.
I will get him later. But first, you need to escape.
I think you need to
Cass-
study more color theory.
Cass puts on the hat. Right. Blows a kiss. Bye.
You get on the carpet. Right, the lot of you are on the carpet. 2 bandits are dead. The other ones that are alive, like, start yelling at you and firing crossbows. I'm going to try and unlock my iPad. Excuse me. Right, I'm just going to do this. There are 3 bandits that are still in combat with you. 1 has run away. 4 of the bandits are dead, and then there's Edge at a distance. So I'm going to just rally off at Sparks, Ulster, and Astra. 1 shot in each of these bandits. Okay. The first one's going to be at disadvantage, Sparks, because it's coming from flame.
Okay.
10 plus, excusez-moi, I need to turn a page. 10 plus 13.
Does not hit.
Naturally. Next up, Ulster. 18.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that goes right through his shoulder. He does not sound like this.
Hang on. Excusez-moi. If Sparks is 5 feet away from Brian,
Yes.
I would like to reduce the damage that Brian takes by 1d10 plus 2.
Okay, he took 6 points of damage. You could get rid of all of it, potentially.
Oh, yes. It's negative, so take 7 off, but only to 0. So you take no
Grab the
damage.
arrow before it reaches.
Also, like flinching, and he's like, "Oh,
Flip
It would
around,
probably
throw
use
it
the
up in it.
shield.
Oh, it's in the shield? Okay, never mind. Right, so
oh, thank you."
Ulster and Bluey have a moment. Right. Last one is going for Cass. No, excuse me. Last one is going for Astra.
I hope it doesn't hit.
That's 12 plus 3, 15.
Beats it.
Sorry. I've used my reaction.
It's fine.
Bluey, you see 2 arrows coming forward. You put a shield forward. Boom. Also, like,
Oh.
Astra, arrow embeds itself in your shoulder.
Oh. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's fine.
Got a flesh wound.
How much damage is it?
4 points of damage.
Ulster pats Astra on the back. Would you like? Should we leave it in or take it out?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Astra, it's your go. If you want to do anything.
Yeah, Astra will probably just kind of like shove the arrow through and pull it out
Oh, fuck.
Right.
with a
Are
little
you shoving
medicine
it
check.
through further into your shoulder rather than pulling? I understand why, but are you?
Since that is the proper way to take it out, yes.
Okay, I am going to roll.
Yeah, roll me some
damage for
additional
you.
damage.
You're going to take 6 points of damage as you do this.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
yeah, basically
I
when
rolled a smaller dice, but it ended up rolling a lot higher than the past.
so basically what I would like to do is basically as like they shove it through and like pull it out, you see this like starry magic go in and heal that wound back up.
Okay, 6.
That's useful, isn't it?
Yeah.
You making fun of Ulster?
No, it is useful.
Why are you making fun of Ulster?
It's cute. Next up in the order is Ed. Ed is like, what? So am I going to just wait here for you guys?
Bye, Ed.
No,
Yeah,
you need
guys
to.
in the meantime.
Okay, I think it's important that Edge finds him with the charm on. So she's going to be like, just do what you need to do to survive, okay?
Oh, right, okay. Well, you're the light of my life, so I guess I'm making this cart go scram. And he just like goes and starts trotting along with the cart along the path.
Can we go now?
It's Ed's turn. On the round's turn, you guys can go. Because none of you know how to ride the carpet at this point.
Also gives it a smack. He's like, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The round is like,
Yeah.
no. Give me a moment. Okay, next up, spiritual weapon.
No.
So Edge's spiritual weapon is going to come up to the carpet. There's
Wait, but
four of
can
you
she
want to
make
hit.
the attack with a while she's being held?
That's a good question. Let me check.
Because I think the only thing she could do would be to make the wisdom save to break out of it at the end of the turn.
Let me get a look. See, I forgot she was held.
Incapacitated and can't move or speak.
The range target must succeed on wisdom save. Every paralyzed duration. Yes, you're correct. $19, I think. Yes, I really wish the gold in these was a little bit better. 19. So she shakes off, because Lauren doesn't have a super high thingy.
Oh no.
Shakes off the hold person. It's like, fuck. That's it. That's all she can do. All spirits will go.
I would like to scramble up to where Loran is at the head of the carpet and just grab onto the front and say, how do we move? We need to go.
Okay, Lauren says like this, and he puts his hand over yours and just goes and pushes the carpet forwards. And you guys go up and up and up
Oh, thank God.
and up.
And up.
And then you reach over the lip of one of the mountain peaks at the beginning of the shards and spread out beneath you, further away, higher up than any of you have ever been before. You see the entirety of the shards laid out as you're about 100 feet in the air at the moment. Now, you're so high you can see the horizon line curve, and I just want everyone to make your Constitution saving throw to see if you get nauseous.
Yeah, I feel a bit sick.
Can I make it with advantage? Because this is probably not Cass's first time.
Yeah,
on
you're
it.
fine. You're fine.
Do I need to roll or am I just fine?
No, I'll leave it for you.
Woo! Cass has got her arms up. She's like, woo!
Whee!
7 for Bluey.
7.
19.
Bluey, you know in anime how they have like rainbow sparkle effects when someone throws it up? That's kind of what's happening to you at the moment.
I pat Bluey's back. She's like,
Right. And Sleia, how'd you do?
19.
19, you're fine. Bluey, unfortunately, you're the only one who was succumbing at the moment. You do feel confident, though, that that Kev person probably would also have thrown up if it was up to you. If he was here.
speaking of, also turns around. We need to find Kev.
Loran looks back and says, we need to rest. You guys look like shit.
But Kev.
They'll be fine. Look, let me put it this way. They probably took him ahead because he was being annoying.
How is everyone? Who needs to rest?
I'm not bad health-wise, but if you want more of my magic, I'll probably need to rest a little bit. But I
Same.
could probably go again. I've only used one spell slot, so yeah. I'm happy either way.
Brian,
Then-
you look like you might need a rest.
How about this? And Loran sort of pulls the carpet around and starts lowering it back towards civilization, let's say.
Where are we going?
Trust me. You see up here from this perspective, the fang, like just the reaches of the fang kind of like to your right. And then right in front of you, you see a large spire, which you recognize to be the spire of the Temple of Bahamut.
I cannot go there. He tries to pull the carpet away.
I'm not going there. Look there. And at the foot of the spire, about 100 feet away, there is a small collection of buildings. One of which seems to be an inn, which has a large sort of steam cloud behind it. In front, there are like various market stalls, taverns, etc. And there's even a large, like, kind of pond, almost like a lake in the middle. And Loran just says, you might need to rest before you head over to get your friend, which I'm not going to come and help you with, by the way.
Why not?
It's a ridiculous task.
I'll give you more money.
I'm not entirely motivated by money.
I'll give you... What do you want?
I already have everything I want.
If I die, then you'll be in trouble.
Don't make this harder than it already is, Ulster.
I need to get Kev.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I assist? I have a
Um,
little addition.
What do you want to say?
Well, if Ulster is valuable alive, so is Kev. We might have a little bit of time, but we definitely have a better chance with you there.
Also be talking about whether you can continue along with us. Mrs. 4 months ago was on a wanted list? Like, I've been on wanted lists, but I don't keep it secret. I'm on a lot of people's wanted lists.
I got an 18 persuasion.
Emma, what am I wanted for?
Okay. It's the best of hearing.
Well,
18 persuasion.
They didn't really keep it secret. It's just they didn't mention it because we've only known each other for, well, a bit more than a few minutes. But
Precisely. Why would I want to be associated with someone who's such clearly a violent criminal?
But they have skills.
I do have skills. But also, I didn't know I was on a wanted list.
Yeah, we could discuss that later. We need to get Kev.
I mean, wanted lists are cool. Well, let's go find out. No, fine. Let's rest, and then we'll go get your annoying little friend.
Right, yes. Good. Okay. Stranger cast person.
Yes.
Y'all can drop the...
No, it's a
Exactly.
joke. God.
I know.
Right.
Obviously, you all know that we know each other, but just fun.
Go along, it's fun. You guys have no sense of humour.
I don't get the joke.
All right, also, I need you to do one thing, well, a couple of things to me before we can proceed. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And you see him kind of lower the carpet slightly. Stand up.
He stands up.
Hold your nose.
Are you saying I spell?
Push. And you fall off the back of the carpet. And you fall about 5 feet into the pond below.
No!
And you splutter and flounder around.
You see bubbles.
oh
Loren's
no,
like, excuse me. He like floats back down after about like 10 seconds and then reaches out a hand.
Ulster's hand comes up, and as he comes out of the water, you see just a thick layer of dirt and blood and whatever just leeching off this very pale hand as he starts straining to get out.
Right.
Can I come out now?
Yes, it's probably freezing in there.
as long as
He's
we
not
rest,
happy.
maybe we can have a wash.
I mean, I could have done that by magic. You didn't need to...
No, it's not funny this way.
Ulster's freezing. He looks up at you guys and glares, turns around and starts swimming.
Oh, look at him go.
He's actually pretty good.
So, do you want to take a rest at this tavern or do you want to go straight there?
Tavern, I guess.
Tavern, but I don't have the funds again. I'm so sorry. Still a hang.
You will be. Right. You seem strong. You're going to be working on my ship. Looks at Astra. I'm undecided about what to do with you. Looks at the Ulster. You come back here.
He's still swimming to the edge. He just looks back, dives underwater, and keeps going.
Looks at Cass.
Cass looks knowingly at Loran. She's like,
Uh-huh.
mm.
Yourself.
Cass is entertained.
You've left your lover back there. Don't you want to go?
No, he has a kid, and that's a level of commitment I was not ready for. So, and I did try, and I've tried to help him. So hopefully he. At the end of the day, it's not my fault that I was this beautiful and attractive that he decided to kill his friends. That's on him. But I have tried to give him a bit of protection.
Ulster gets out of the pond on the other side and yells, "Are you still talking?"
She can talk non-stop.
As can he. It makes for a great time when we're both drunk.
It's wonderful.
I bet you're just full of stories.
He smirks and commands the carpet to drift over towards the water, the edge of the pond where Ulster is standing. And I think we'll take a quick break here.
Tea break.
Shall we come back in about 15 minutes?
Yes.
Yar.
See you guys in a bit.
And I would be hopping off in 50 minutes. So that's
Oh, really?
Okay, I thought we were going till
Yeah,
11:30.
yeah.
Okay, shall we go on for a bit longer then? Because we're not.
Yeah, shall we start?
Do you mind
and
if
then
we go on a tiny bit longer? Oh wait, yeah. After you're gone, just to wrap up a few things because we're going on again for we're not going to be playing for 2 weeks or so.
well, should we just do like a 5 a couple of, should we just go make a cup of tea and come back?
Let's do a
And
5-10 minute break and then come back.
Yeah.
Right.
and then play to the end.
Yeah.
I'll be quick.
Okay.
Thank you.
Doggy! Okay.
Baz tried to bite my lollipop out of my mouth last night.
Evil.
Baz is evil.
Yeah. Don't know why I wanted it.
So, my choice of theme for this area is the Pillars of Eternity soundtrack.
Mhm.
Elm Shore, Twin Elms, etc. It's a really nice vibe for here. So, I will describe to you the new location you guys have all unlocked after this encounter. This is the hamlet town of Tempest Run. Not to be confused with Temple Run, the 2010 iPhone game of a similar name.
I was addicted to that game.
Me too. Tempest Run. It is made up of no more than 20 separate buildings, 3 of which appear to be taverns, made to house the many pilgrims who come through this area
Howdy, pilgrims.
in order to reach the Temple of Bahamut. Because the Temple of Bahamut and the religion in this area is so austere, it's natural that the people who live around this area either live in the temple or choose to live a life of little, living in the tree line, living off the land. There's not a lot of industry around here. There are a few notable things. The area itself is a long, shallow valley. On either side, you see tall pine trees beginning to reach towards the mountains. The mountains are to your left, roughly behind you.
So it's like Hakone.
It's kind of like that, yeah. And there's like a low hill to your right, which leads towards the paths you would take to get to the Fang. You can't see the original crossroads where you guys were dropped off by Kaylee, but you do see cart tracks. They have carved a rough road down the middle of these settlements, leading up to the base of the Temple of Bahamut. The temple itself is still 100 or so feet away, but you can tell that it is large, a home of religion in the north. Yeah.
So I'm avoiding the temple because Ender is that.
So, as you move through these buildings, which are sort of like low white cottages, 2 up, 2 down, with half timbering on the front, Loran points to a welcoming-looking thatched building with a steam cloud pulling up behind it.
Ulster looks furious at being pushed in the pond, so he's stomping on ahead.
Loran is kind of wandering beside him and turns back to you 3 and says, he doesn't know I can do this, but if he wasn't furious, I could have warmed him up by now. Anyway.
Also just gives a spiteful look back, and you can tell now that he's been in the pond that he is in fact the person in the portrait. He was just filthy.
So,
Would you like to be dried out a little bit?
I suppose.
Good eyes, Astra.
Tempest Run. Not sure if I've been through here before. Anyone?
George, you're muted.
I say, Cass says, yeah, been to that tavern, don't go to that tavern, their beer is shit.
He directs you towards one which seems to be the most popular of the three in this area. And walking inside, you hear the kind of like low clinking of glasses. You hear warm, rough voices in the dialect and the tongue of this area, but you also hear a whole host of other dialects, languages, etc. As you know, this is a place for people to gather from across the country, and in some cases, other countries as well. It is a lot cleaner than the Fang and a lot more inviting. Here you see there at the very back of the tavern, behind the bar, there is a stone archway which leads through a sort of low curtain to a steamed room, which Loran says is the bath.
Well, I'm going in there.
It is segregated in two. One for people who are concerned about their nudity, and one for people who do not mind.
What does that mean?
Well, also, I'd like to have a private chat with you. So if you wouldn't mind coming with me to this one, and the other three of you can go where you wish. If you wish not to bath, that's fine. But give Ulster and I an hour.
Ulster's immediately on guard. He's like,
Astra will go for a bath.
Cass is going to look to see. Cass will follow where the others go because she kind of wants to speak to them. But she is not concerned with nudity, but she also knows that others might be, so she's going to wait and see where they go.
Astra's fine going towards the nudes one.
Okay, but remember,
Sparks, how are you going to cope with the? Are you going to be all right with nudity, Sparks? Where's your Rashi gone?
Where's my Rashi when I need it?
Where's my Rashi?
Can I just clarify? Loran is saying that he wants to have a private chat with Ulster. The only private place in the tavern are the baths, and he's asking if anybody's going to go to the one that he's going to go in an hour. Otherwise, to go to the other one.
so he's going to the nude bath.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. I might start in the non-nude ones and then
All right.
maybe
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
try
go.
the others.
Do you want a round of drinks while we're in there? Yes. Can we have a round of drinks for the baths? Thank you.
The bartender comes up to you. You can see that they are talking with two other individuals who, unlike the more religious sort of like vestiged people who are like in the tavern, these two appear to be wearing very simple but like well-made clothes. And attached to one of their waists, you see an official-looking medallion, which any Apraean natives, locals, will know. Lets you know that they are a member of the peacekeeping force. So an offshoot of the guards or the army who are employed around smaller towns to make sure that the law of the land is upheld. Not necessarily a soldier, a bit more casual than that. And he has long blonde hair that is tied in a very sensible bun at the base of his neck. He is about maybe 30 or 40 years old, with a like tired but kind-looking face. But he looks specifically tired in this instance rather than anything else. And as you head up to the bar to order your drinks, the three of you, whilst Ulster and Loran head off to the baths, you hear him say to the barman, who is a blue dragonborn, Tyrese, look, I've had reports just like this from the next 3 towns over. I don't know what more I can tell you, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. I've asked for more support. I'm still waiting on an answer. You know how long it takes things to get through the Green Sea these days. And Tyrese says, as he's like polishing off a glass and placing it under the counter, it's not my business I'm worried about. Well, it kind of is. But We're a small town, easily forgotten. If you have any answers for us, just let us know. And he passes him a drink on the house. And Shirleth says, can't drink on the job.
Oh, it's Shirleth. Wait. He and Ulster flirted in season 1. He's 40?
I've aged him up slightly. Because he's like a silver fox.
Ulster's 18.
Oopsie.
Hey,
He's
maybe
very-
if this university fell into a time portal.
Into a time portal, sadly, yes. I think it made more sense for a well-to-do individual to be like a highly established individual to be a little older.
Well, we know how Ulster feels about daddies.
We do. You guys catch the end of this conversation as Shirleth takes the drink and says, not to waste it, looks around and sees you three approach. Would you like this one?
Oh, that's very kind. What do we owe you?
Nothing. Just continue doing as you were. And
Thank you.
he smiles and nods and turns towards the door. Reese looks up at the three of you and is like, right, what can I get you?
What do you guys want? Cass is already down the drink that was just handed to her, so she needs another one.
There's fire water, there's golden liquor, there's ale, there's mead, there's beer, and there is Nevin. But that's
What would you guys like? On me.
Surprise me.
Is Nevin the Messiah's biggest export?
It is, yes.
Oh, can I please roll for you to surprise me with what we get? Except for I don't want like mead or ale because that's boring.
Okay, I have a roll table for this.
Sparks would be, I guess, the weakest, but also. Is there anything sweet?
Tyrese, yeah, you'd want the golden liquor.
Okay, so we'll take one golden liquor, and then for me and my friend, surprise us.
Right, can the rest of you roll me D100s?
$67.
68. Oh!
You guys get the menu and you randomly point to these two. Okay, you
Your
don't
fingers touch.
Okay, so there's a poly pilsner, which is what Celia gets. You take it is served in a cup which has a bird on the handle, like a glass kind of bird, like fashioned onto the handle. And Cass, you said you didn't want a beer, right?
Yeah, I want something more interesting than that.
Okay.
Really
would you like to go up or down to the closest one that's not beer?
Well, down would be to the same one that Celia has, right? Oh, sorry,
No,
Astra.
I'll skip those. I'll skip the ones which have already been done or have beer in them.
Okay. Up.
Up to a higher number.
Yeah.
69 or
Way.
All right. And you get a sparkly looking, very clear liquid, which comes in a martini glass. It's got kind of like a blue smell. Which
A blue smell.
Describe to you. That's
Okay.
entirely personal to you. It smells blue.
Okay. It smells of the sea then.
Oh, cute. All right. And Bluey, you want the golden liquor? Did you say?
yes, please.
Or do you want something else? You?
I think golden liquor. I think she would be going low on the
Okay.
alcohol content.
Okay, and in that case, you're gonna get a golden liquor, but I'm gonna roll for. Can you roll anyway and get a surprise one that Cass can share with Astra?
Yes.
You don't want it.
Do you want to read?
Yes.
So
Please.
it'll be 3 surprises plus 1 golden liquor.
$71.
Wow, very close.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And Tyrese looks a little bit anxious after giving you this one, and he says, "I've only got a little supply of this, so if you want more, you're gonna have to go further afield to find it. All right?"
Understood.
He pours you a pint of golden-colored meat, and he says,
Ooh.
Neat.
"Gold." Okay, so you guys have 3 drinks between you. Astra, I need you to tell me when you finish your drink specifically, and when you've drunk half of it. Okay, just tell me those whenever you feel like it.
Okay. I will
So
say
the 3 of
that-
you head over to the baths, and you strip off into your towels, little bathing robes, and you kind of submerge yourselves, and it is the most wonderful bliss you felt in all day.
I've not been in a bath like this for weeks. Oh, lovely.
Considering that most of the time you guys end up sleeping on carts and on ships, etc. This is very comfortable. And do you guys take a sip of your drinks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Astra is going to be
Okay,
sipping
so-
slowly over the course of
Sure.
a long time.
I have a question for you, Cass. What are you thinking of right now? What's on your mind?
What is on my mind? Oh, that is a good question. I don't know. What do my companions look like? Astra, what do you look like now that you're in the bath? Have you taken off your cloak?
Cloakless, you see like indigo skinned, essentially twink, with like starry freckles all over.
Okay, then I think Cass would probably be thinking of stars.
Right. Sleer and Cass. Nope. Astra and Sparks. You two both know what Cass is thinking for as long as she's drinking this drink.
Astra's gonna play it up a little bit, give a little flirty eyebrow.
Cass is gonna be like, "Oh, okay." She's gonna flirt back. Is Sparks just like, "What's happening?"
Like, huh?
I don't know how I know this, but are you seeing stars?
I'm looking at them right now. She is looking at Astra.
Oh my goodness.
In a second, I'll need you to roll a roll.
Okay.
You can roll now if you want to.
What do
Astra's
I need to
tail
roll?
just kind of flicks back
Do
and forth
100.
in the water.
Cass is like,
100. No, is that 100 or 10?
A 1 and a 0 and 2 zeros?
No, it's a 10, I think.
Yes, it's a 10. Good to me. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
So you guys are flirting. Bluey is like
What?
in the middle. Now, in the bath, over the wall, separated by a large wooden sort of slatted wall. Ulster. This bath is at the moment empty. You get the impression that Loran has maybe paid for it to be that way. And Loran just throws his clothes off and just sinks into the bath and is like, wonderful. Make sure you... Oh, wait. Can you prestidigitate yourself?
No.
He just siphons the dirt off of you before you get in.
I think because bathing naked is a thing in Messian culture, but I think Ulster, being a homosexual, he gets undressed in a corner and wears a towel right up to the border. And even when he gets in, he's like, and he brings the towel in with him.
I didn't bring you here to make you uncomfortable, Ulster. I brought you here because... privacy.
I can
I wanted to
see
see you naked.
that. Yell that over the wall.
Yeah.
You can't... Okay, right. After
No,
you
yeah, you can't hear.
Okay, he starts making a little tiny hut around you so that it's completely private. I use this whenever I need quiet.
Which is often.
It's a busy town, a busy world.
Alstairs still wears his necklace, by the way, into the bath. He doesn't take that off.
That's pretty.
Thanks.
Right. So, I think we need to have a chat, don't you?
About the money.
Well, that's one thing. And the other is about what you wouldn't tell me in your letters. A certain someone?
Right. Are you sure this thing is soundproof?
I'm certain.
Okay. Also, it looks like he braces himself. So, it's not really a person I'm looking for, necessarily.
Explain.
It's more of like a cat.
A cat.
Yeah. Like a really big one. With wings. Her name is Shu.
Shoot.
Yeah.
And this is the cat that was banished from the Maasai.
Yeah, she might have eaten a few people.
Right. Naturally.
But in her defense, those people were poachers. And I was complicit.
You ate people?
No, I didn't eat. No, I didn't eat anyone that time.
You've eaten people?
No.
Are you lying?
Yes.
Moran looks at you curiously. When I wrote to you, I had a feeling that you weren't quite what I imagined.
What does that mean?
Well, I've met princes,
Good for you.
royals, and they all seem to have a similar attitude. You know I'm from Kalkan.
Yes.
Well, let's say they have a sore relationship with the royal family at the moment.
I know about that.
You do?
Yeah, we have to. In history, you know. I'm sorry.
Why are you apologising?
It's a sad history.
Well, I'll be honest with you, it's not entirely mine.
Because you're a Tashiri.
Yes.
I can see that.
You know about tertiary?
A little bit, yeah.
Anyway. You want me to help you find your cat.
She's my best friend.
Your cat is your best friend.
Yeah.
A little bit sad.
I had another friend, but then he left. And I haven't seen him in 6 years.
Okay, so it's not Kev.
It's not. I honestly, he looks really embarrassed. I honestly didn't remember Kev's name until right up to the moment when he looked at me with really sad eyes.
Oh no. Loran laughs.
I'm not saying that to be mean or rude.
No,
I just, I didn't know many people.
Relax. And he leans forward and pokes the top of your nose.
Sad triangle.
Triangle sadness. I'm not interrogating you, but you do have to be honest with me. I'm putting myself in peril for you.
I know, I'm sorry.
Don't apologise. Okay. Let me consider this. I'm not a monster.
I didn't say you were.
I'm not suggesting that you did. I'm saying I'm not a monster. I can see you've exhausted all other options.
My mum told me to write to you 2 years ago.
And did you?
No.
I mentioned to you the gauntlet. What if I told you that my colleague, because I think it's no secret that she is my colleague, Acantha Cass.
I thought she was your ex-lover. You called her a whore.
Ah, she is. Doesn't mean she's my lover. You'll probably meet plenty of my other exes around town.
It's not a very nice word to use.
I'm
Your
not
friend.
used to using it.
She's your friend, so maybe find a nicer word.
It's fine.
Just don't think you should say that to your friends.
What would you call me then? Because I'm a whore. By definitions.
I don't think I would. I'd probably just call you Loran.
And the word just means whore. If you look at a dictionary.
Also, it has gone a little bit red. I don't like using slanderous.
Sexual language.
No, I think that's a bit rude, especially because I don't know any of you very well, and if I was to use that language, it would be considered very untoward.
Fair enough.
Not that I would use it anyway if I knew you well, but I'm just saying I'm definitely not going to use it otherwise. Even if you think your friend is and you think that about yourself, I would not use those words to describe you guys.
Are you finished?
Yes.
Wonderful. So, like I was saying, what if I told you that my good friend Acantha Cass was formerly a champion of the gauntlet?
I would say she looks a bit small, but yes.
I would say that's a bit rude.
Well, I get called small, so I think if
Some get called rude, so impasse. Okay, we'll help you. I'll speak to Sam.
Or says lean forward, he's very keen. He's like, yeah.
She's not as coin-oriented than I am, so you might be able to negotiate with her directly. The reason I'm coin-oriented, if you're wondering, is because I have to be, now that Calcon is raising all the tariffs.
I have
also enjoy money, anyway.
I have money. I have whatever money I can give you. I also have things that you can have. I don't use them, so you can have them.
I'm not going to rob you. I was considering it, but I've changed my mind.
That's not very nice of you.
Well, Cass and I both were.
That's not very nice of both of you.
Well, people also said we're not very nice, but hey, moving on.
At least you're not trying to human traffic me.
Not anymore. So, here is our deal. I will keep a list of your expenses. You will give me every cent you have on you now, and I will keep you until the funds dry up, at which point you can start working for me.
I don't have any food. How am I going to pay for food?
I will feed you. I just said that.
Okay. You said keep me, which implies kept in a box.
No, it doesn't. It implies I will... Well, wait, what? Why would anyone keep someone in a box?
Also goes quiet.
Right. I meant your keep will be my responsibility. Your room, board, food.
Does that mean I have to stay with you all the time?
Yes. Unless you don't want this arrangement.
Also, it looks like he's tossing up options.
Cass will also be there.
Okay. What about the other two? They seem very useful.
I have plenty of useful people in my crew, and one of them is supposedly a wanted criminal, so...
But they can do magic. They can do healing magic.
I can do magic.
I like them.
And who will pay for their cube?
Cube. You are going to put them in boxes.
Let me think about the other two. Our drinks are here. And an attendant comes through with, what did you roll on your D100?
10.
A 10. This is perfect.
Okay.
Loran says, this is one of my favourites, the Fairy Fireball.
Oh.
It's a delicious cinnamon whiskey with a touch of, and he sprinkles his fingers over it, and a little bit of fairy dust drops down. Fey magic. And does anybody want to roll for the ram?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to roll for them? 6. Somehow.
I rolled a 10 and a 6, guys. It's pretty
Stunning. Loran says, and this one is an homage to the Maasai. Frost mead.
Oh, I know that one.
Honey and the tear of an ice giant make this shot. The crackling blue sparkle of... oh my god. The crackling blue sparkle and the jet of icy breath you have for the rest of the day is worth the expense.
So it's like a breath mint.
Expensive drink in the shop.
Oh. How do they get that ice giant to cry?
It's very old. I don't know. I also feel like it might just be a story. Cheers!
Also, it looks like he doesn't know how to hold the fancy glass very well.
Oh, you're strange. And they tip back your drink.
Also, immediately sneezes.
Also, you have uncontrollable hiccups for the next 2 hours. So yeah, how are you going on your drink? Would you say you've roughly drunk about half?
Maybe like a third.
Okay.
She's just enjoying it.
Wonderful. After about an hour, you know that if you want to, you could go and join the others in the nudity bath. It's up to you.
How are
I think Cass might in that time, I think Cass would have spoken to them both, and been like, so what brought you here? Like, how come we all got what's going on with you guys? Give me a bit of your history.
Well,
and now I think, because this happened quite early on in their conversation, so you hear Cass's thoughts go from thinking about stars and specifically Astras to thinking about, like, it's like her mind is just like very questioning, like, why are you here, sort of vibe.
Letters to me. I assume to Astra. We were on our way to the actually. So it's quite likely that we've come back here.
Sorry, you cut off for a bit for me there, Anna. Letters to who? To you guys from where?
Now, was it the chief cleric who sent us the letter, or
yes,
the high paladin? Okay, right. So, Safia, someone called Safia.
Yeah.
Are the contents of that letter just like pretty unremarkable sort of thing?
Quite unremarkable. It's more of just an invitation stamped by them.
Okay.
And it's inviting you where?
The temple.
As in this temple?
Pointing out.
Yeah.
Oh. And why did you want to? Why were you asked to come here?
By Safia? I don't know.
You know that your village sent you to get a further religious education.
In general, my temple. I'm just getting some experience outside, and trying to keep a helpful eye out for my little city. It seems very little now that I've travelled a bit. I haven't actually left before. Anyway.
And you, Astra?
Also seeking a bit of knowledge.
On what?
Anything and everything.
And what were you wanted for? I'm curious. Cass puts her hand on this and she's like,
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, no idea. Not that I haven't done a few things here and there, but Not that anybody would remember them.
Interesting.
Guys,
I'm gonna roll
benefits of a
I'm gonna
short
roll
rest.
insight for that.
Emma, would you say that again?
Short rest.
Short rest.
We all have short rest, yay. Okay.
Ooh,
I think
I got a 18 for my insight on you to see
Yeah.
if that is the truth.
What are you trying to get out?
I'm just trying to find out whether Astra does know what she is wanted for, or if she genuinely doesn't know what she's wanted for.
So yeah, you can think of a couple of things like the few times you've had to skip town quickly after the wrong sorts of people have come into the taverns you were staying at, or maybe once or twice in your youth when you were like tomfooling around and accidentally destroyed some property, or stole like a loaf of bread. Stole a loaf of bread.
Not the bread!
But you can't really think of anything else off the top of your head.
Okay, so it's the truth.
Mhm.
Okay. Cass is gonna sort of
Please,
give
just go
give a
outside.
smile. She's gonna finish the mind drinking one, and then she's gonna start on the golden one. And
Okay.
then she's gonna offer a sip of it to Astra. She would offer it to Sparks, but I think
Right.
Sparks was quite clear that she didn't want it.
Hang on a sec. Let me just get I accidentally closed the details for that one. And it's quite funny. Okay. So you take a sip of the Aberfor's Gold and you have a nice sip, but it doesn't quench your thirst. It actually makes you thirstier. And you kind of, as you're about to hand it over to Astra, make me a charisma saving throw.
Okay. $24, baby.
24. You're like, I kind of want to finish this myself, but you manage to like overcome that urge and you pass it off to Astra.
Okay. Just be warned. I think it's quite hard to put that one down. As she passes it to Astra.
In response, Astra will offer like her own drink. Like, did you want a sip of this as well?
Oh hell yeah! Cass will
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Cass will take a sip of whatever weird shit that Astra's been given.
Okay, right. Louis, I'm sorry, Sparks, you see this exchange happen, and as Astra passes the drink over to Cass, you notice that the back of her head, especially along her horns, she started to grow yellow canary-like feathers. And as Cass sips one, a single feather just goes out of the in fact, you almost think that maybe Astra is a little bit smaller than she was when she first started.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
And
Gonna turn you into a chicken!
getting a little bit like shorter. She's turning into a canary.
Into a canary.
But Astra, you don't really notice much has gone on.
I think Sparks would just be very baffled by what's going on, and that might be where I have to leave.
That's okay. And you decide, I'm just going to sleep this off because I must be seen.
Yeah, Sparks excuses herself. She's like,
Sure.
you know what? You guys are weird.
Cass is like, I think Cass saying that would be like, oh my god, should we both turn into canaries? That would be really fun.
You can do. There's enough to turn you both half into canaries.
Oh,
I don't know if half into a canary is
Quite disturbing.
Can I do a check on it? Can I do a check on it to see how long it lasts?
He wants water.
There's a bit of water there.
Oh, he wants it from the tap. Yes, you can.
11 on Arcana. I'm assuming that's what it would have been.
There you go. 11. This is going to last for about 3 minutes.
Okay. I think Cass would be like half canary.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Cass and Sleer.
oh, is Emma's camera frozen?
Oh no.
No, she was just transfixed by her babies.
I was making sure the water was coming out of the fountain. So you guys,
You need to come see them, Georgia.
can down that drink if you wish to.
Just like Lala.
And the two of you, I think Astra, your top half turns into Canary esque creature, and Cass, your bottom half.
It's like the mermaid question.
It is. Up to you guys which got the worse off. And both of you are now small.
Do we both have wings or no?
Cass, you've got a tail feather. Sleer has wings. Astra has wings.
Okay, Cass is gonna like dive under and then stick her like tail feather into the air, like under from the water, as if she's like a swan diving. And she's just having fun.
Love that.
You hear this like bird whistle of laughter.
Okay. Sorry, I am gonna officially head off.
Yes,
so thank
sorry.
You. Thank you very much.
Bye, Anna.
Bye.
We'll catch up on the rest.
Bye.
See you next time.
Well, next time is
Bye-bye.
past 19th, depending.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Ah. Okay, right, so I'm going to just quickly hop back over the wall. Also, throughout your hiccups, the alcohol is hitting you incredibly hard. And you feel a bit more casual now. There's like 3 or 4 other people at the far end of the bar who are like having their own conversations.
He's like, I don't drink. Don't do that.
I can tell.
Is Shira left in the bar?
Is Shira left in the bar? No, he doesn't.
Damn it!
Sorry, he's not a bar kind of person.
Not my please, daddy. Also doesn't say that, but
Okay, wait. Maybe he could be in the bathroom.
yes.
After a while, Shirlef, who apparently does not care for nudity, appears like full bush and
Well, on second thoughts.
Wow.
and just wades into the bath and sits by himself.
Oh.
And puts on a face mask and then just kind of lies back and goes,
You seem really tired.
Loran looks at you like, what? And Shirlef is like, and looks over at you. I am
What's wrong?
overtime
Oh. Overtime bathing?
working.
Working. Oh yes, people work. What are you working as?
I'm chief of the town guard.
Wow. That's
Thank you.
nice. You have nice hair.
Loran is watching you like,
Nice hair.
he says, you also have nice hair?
Thank you. It was orange until recently.
You dyed it?
No, it had blood in it.
He walked slightly away from you.
Oh.
Are you always this friendly with people in a bath?
No, usually I have baths by myself with an attendant.
Oh, me too. Naturally.
Yeah, it's he
It's
he hiccups again.
What are you doing?
Lala!
What the fuck is that? What is he
He's looking out the window.
That's so funny. He says, oh yeah, me too. I'm always bathe with my attendants in my crystal bathtub.
It's not a crystal bathtub.
What is it?
Ice. The whole place is made of ice. Because it's an ice palace.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not crystal. You didn't find that funny.
Was that a joke?
Yeah.
Oh. It was not. You kind of need to do setup and delivery.
You have nice hair as well. It's like red. But like not with blood, like natural colours.
Red is my favourite colour.
Red is my favourite colour.
Oh, something we have in common.
Yeah.
Indeed.
My eyes are red.
Yes, they are. My hair is red.
Wow.
Most of my shirts are red.
Why?
Makes blood easier to clean.
Do you stab people?
No, I have chronic nosebleeds.
That was a joke.
It was.
That's funny. I'm gonna go talk to that guy, and he goes over to Shirleth. So why are you so tired, and what are you doing recently as the guard of the town peoples?
Also, Cass and Sleer, both of you can hear this from over the fence.
I think we're looking at each other. One person slightly canary-fied in the face. One person like with like little like paddling, like.
So you guys can listen in on this as well, as Shirleth says. You don't know what's been going on.
No, tell me. He sits down next to him.
Well, I mean, the other day, just before you, I suppose, this is Emma talking, just before you guys would have kind of arrived in the town. The other day, there was a tragedy around these areas.
Tragedy!
You start seeing how insensitive.
Don't worry, that's just my
No, she doesn't start singing because that song doesn't exist in this world.
Cass just invented it.
It does. Cass just invented it.
Oh, it does. In that case, you hear like muffled, like tragedy.
Shirleth says, well, there was Osmus, chief cleric of Bahamut,
Yes.
was brutally murdered the other day
Oh,
in the tavern.
in the tavern. Which tavern?
Sultan Plank.
Goodness.
Apparently, he had heard that an individual he was interested in meeting was going to be arriving there, had left to escort that person there himself. And
Was that supposed to be me?
Who knows? No confirmation.
Um,
Unfortunately, he was targeted by what appears to be a rogue assassination attempt on the way.
How was he killed? What state was the body in?
The body was fine.
But he was murdered.
Well, fine. I mean, it wasn't. There was nothing untoward, if that's what you're asking, other than the murder wound.
Catching up the guard might ask, like, what type of criminal investigation is this? The body was great, except for the fact that it was dead.
Let me explain. I can't necessarily share this information with just normal, random people who would disturb the peace.
I understand. That's really noble of you. Liking peace and
It's
stuff.
kind of just my job, but
Wow, what got you into peacekeeping?
when I was 4, my father was killed before my very eyes.
Wow, I wish that's really sad.
I'm waffling away from you again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at talking to people.
Loran comes up behind you and says, would you like some help?
Yeah.
Okay, come over here.
He wafts back over.
Okay, so you're in a bar
Mm-hmm.
and you want help talking to people.
Yeah.
Here's the first step. Don't.
Why?
Why would you talk to a stranger in the bar?
Because he's pretty.
He's also like 40.
Perfect.
Well, he looks 40. He could be like 400 years old. Did you just say perfect?
Yeah. I'm 26.
You're 26?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You're 19.
26. 26.
How old do you think I am?
You are... He giggles. You are...
And hiccups.
Yeah. You are... 700.
You got it. First try.
That wasn't funny. You are... 21.
Very close.
29.
Too far.
69.
You got it. My favourite number.
That seemed to be the number Cass liked, so I assumed that might be your age.
We share that interest. I'm 120 years old, roughly.
Wow.
I know. But
That makes you older than him, points towards Shirleth.
what if I told you I was a child for 70 years?
That seems really depressing.
It's something. It's really unique.
You are not helping me with talking to him.
But I'm helping you with talking to me.
Yeah, but I can already talk to you.
Well, there you are. What do you need help with?
Excellent point, Loran Dehane. You are a master of conversation. He goes back over to Shirileth. Shirileth, no, that's your name. Master of the Peace. I think you're very pretty. And you have lovely hair. And I just wanted you to know that.
Loran messages you. Are you trying to hit on him?
Yes.
Do you want some help?
Yes.
Right. First of all, you're going to be less interested.
I mean, not that being master of the piece is like super a career path that I want to take, but
But don't be rude.
But I think it's really admirable.
Right, just repeat what I say.
Mhm.
So, you come around these parts often?
You come around these parts often?
Or would you like to?
Or would you like to?
Shirileth is like...
Next door, Cass and Astra. I just imagine. Cass herself is wetting herself. Not literally, because they are in a bath.
No, she's peeing!
No, that is not what's happening. But she is laughing quite. I think to start with, she was trying to be subtle, but now you can definitely, in your half of the bath, hear some laughter. I can't speak for Astra.
Guys, just get over here.
Astra was probably chuckling a little bit. Yeah, no.
Also hears the laughter and his eyes water. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm being really weird.
Who do you say that to?
Shirileth.
Shirileth is like,
I had a drink and then I had hiccups and it was just... I can still feel the hiccups, you know.
I can tell. I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
And he sort of just gets up. You see his bum.
Also doesn't look. He's respectful.
Loran wafts over to you. You did your best. But next time, say it more like this. And he like kind of leans over and puts his arm up behind you and he says, so, you come here often?
Also falls under the water and starts drowning.
At this point, I imagine Cass and Astra have arrived. I mean, as long as Astra was coming.
Yeah, definitely.
We have arrived.
Definitely following.
Blah, 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 blah.
Also,
Bluey
I
says, I'm
think
gonna go
that
get more drinks.
Yeah, Bluey's like, I'm not comfortable with nudity. I need my Rashi. I'm leaving.
You guys can sit in the pool, in the waters, in the pond, in the bath.
Safe.
Naked.
I think
He paddles over. He paddles over to Astra.
I think maybe it would have gone better if you'd just been yourself.
He starts crying and just throws himself on Astra.
It would have gone even better if you'd just been more like me.
He cries a bit more.
Cass is going to sidle over to Loran and nudge him and then message him and be like, and in his mind, he literally hears wink, wink.
And in response, he just says, I'm not going there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Also glances up. Guys, you know, I'm just really happy that we're all here together.
Alive.
And Kev is not here and we need to get Kev. Wow.
You're
It's
happy
fine.
with that?
We will get Kev. Cass grumbles a little bit about it though, because she's like, he was a bit rude.
Thanks, guys. I will buy you guys all.
With what money? Before you even continue.
I'll sell my hair, I told you.
That seems silly.
It's nicer now. I washed it. Well, you washed it when you threw me in the pond.
Have you even used shampoo?
You did magic stuff.
Yeah, for the dirt, but you still need to keep yourself clean. I'm not going to match off your natural oils.
I can't. Also goes red. I've never.
Oh
I
my
have-
god.
If
Never
allowed,
washed my-
Astra will just start like going through his hair, like in the water.
He looks up at Astra with the biggest, sparkliest eyes. He's like,
Guys who's never washed his own hair.
Oh my god. Cass is like, it is very nice hair though.
Do you want me to wash your feet for you?
no, you're being sarcastic.
Yes, well done. Right, I'm going to go and get another drink. And Loran stands up.
I want one.
You want one?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Can I have one that doesn't make me hiccup though? My nose fizzes.
We had
I'll
this
get yours.
gold one that we were sharing in the other bath.
By the way, Cass, you really want more of that. It's really tough.
What's the gold one?
Yeah.
What does it do? You guys look a bit feathery.
Also, I think
Yellow.
by the time we would have
I thought-
gotten over
I-
here, we would have defeathered.
Yeah, I feel like we've
There's a trail of feathers in the water.
Yeah. The blue one was quite fun. She like winks at Astra.
Blue. I like blue. Blue is a good colour. I will have a blue one.
Oh.
Also,
Loran looks at
Astra winks
Cass.
back.
Understood. Loran comes back with a blue, frosty, kind of sparkly drink in a martini glass.
Also draws a smiley face in the frost on the side of the glass.
Our thoughts and prayers. And passes it to you.
Also, blip.
Also, what are you thinking about?
What is happening?
So Loran is stood up at the entrance of the bar, fully nude, fully dressed.
Of course he is.
Cass and Astra, are you guys like kind of like buddy on either side of Ulster?
Yeah.
Does hair.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. You see, Shirleth has long left the bath. There are about 3 people further down who are keeping to themselves. And that's it.
What are you thinking? You
Also,
fell into this. Go on. We all know what you're thinking about Loran's dick.
the first thing you probably get is that Ulster is very happy and very grateful that Astra is washing his hair.
Cute.
You get very fluffy
Boring.
feelings.
Boring.
You get
Jesus
fluffy
Christ.
feelings. Then he looks around and you see that he's disappointed that his flirtation didn't go well.
Loran sits down on the rocks and starts washing himself like a mermaid.
Ulster's gaze goes over Loran, and for a second, you see a flash of someone else. And then it flicks back to Loran, and Ulster's just like, in his head, well, he's very pretty. Very pretty.
He is very pretty.
I know.
What?
And then he showers himself off, flips his hair back, gets his towel, and moves off. But also, I will say, as you kind of have that flash of that other person, Loran looks back at you, a little bit curious.
As Loran leaves, you hear something akin to, I hate you like when you leave, but I love watching you go.
And the 3 of you are by yourselves in the bath.
Also turns to Astra and Cass. I am a homosexual. I'm just telling you this now. Because I have a feeling you know.
You don't say.
Also, that
It's
was a
okay.
good line. Maybe you should use that on him.
Yeah.
What? What line?
Just saying that you're homosexual. I think that is the winner.
On who? I already tried it on the policeman person.
We all know who you really want. He was very pretty. Well, he is very pretty.
Are you,
Who do you think they're referring to?
can I make an intelligence check?
Yeah.
I did very well. Also knows who you're referring to. Are you talking about Loran because we are business partners in the fact that I pay him to do protection of me and ferrying of me, not the kissing of me. Don't pay
Not
for
yet,
that.
maybe.
I don't pay for that.
You won't need to. He'll give it for free.
I thought you were dating Loran.
Ugh, disgusting. No.
That's not a very nice
Yeah.
thing to say about your friend.
I love him as a friend / brother, but definitely not as a lover. Ooh, Cass is just like.
He
Cass is
said,
like. Cass is he's my bestie. He's not yeah, no, ill.
he said, and Ulster leans in conspiratorially. He called himself a bad name.
Was it whore?
Yeah, but the word he called you as well. Not
We
not
are
me.
both a little bit of whores, so it does make sense.
Why?
We like sex.
Also, it looks like he
And we're
doesn't
not-
process the word. You see a ... in his brain. He's like, oh, but not with each other.
But not with each other. No.
Leah just giggles every time the cat flinches.
Well, if I am not interested in the casual fornications of people, in which case I do not need to hear any more, and I don't think he would want to. He hiccups again. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. We're just gonna drink our drinks, and what will be. And don't you worry about Loran. He will protect your hiney very well.
My what?
I think maybe she meant Your Highness.
Yes,
That's
I
my nickname.
That is exactly what I said.
also loops his arms around both of you. I am actually. He looks like he's holding back vomit. I am actually a prince. I'm scratching. I am prince of the Masai Ice Desert. Crown prince, only one. That's me.
Well, I've always wanted to visit a palace. So let's
No, you don't. It's not a
Winter's-
nice place. It's very cold. And my it's not very nice there. You don't want to go there. You want to stay here.
I don't know. It might be
Cass
very cool to
senses
see.
that was oh sorry, what did you say?
I don't know. It might
Helen?
be very cool to see. At least once.
No. You don't need to worry about that. He pokes Astra on the nose. Silly.
Let's get some more drinks. And
Excellent
it'll be-
idea.
It'll be fine. Can we roll again for surprise?
George is really enjoying the surprise drinking.
91. 90.
50.
47.
We're rolling so close, Aylin.
Different D100s too.
Okay, right. Astra's comes with 2 glasses, and the attendant reminds you, make sure, as you know, don't drink both. Give one to someone else. But be careful who you give it to.
What does it do?
It's called
Surprise.
Lil Fina's Lusty Lover Liquid Liqueur.
What does it do? Also jumps up onto the bar almost. Like, what does it do?
The bottle comes in 2 parts, with each part having a different hue of colour depending on the flavour. When 2 persons consume the drink within 5 minutes of one another, their minds are swapped for 1 hour.
That is so cool.
That sounds really exciting.
That sounds very cool.
So yeah, what do you want to do with it? I'll tell you the other ones. Number 50 was drips. Drops in the bottom of an emptied keg mixed together and dyed black. Anyone who can drink a pint of it without vomiting doesn't have to pay.
That is so Cass's drink.
And 91, it's called Goblin Spit. Whiskey and gin mixed with the barkeep's homemade mints. It tastes surprisingly good despite its name. As is tavern tradition, a long-distance spitting competition occurs after every round.
I don't spit. I don't do the spitting. distracting.
Would you like to return your drink and order another one of the lusty lava liqueur?
Yes, because it sounds fun.
Okay, you know that Loran is
Swap.
paying for these.
And then we
Yes.
can all swap brains.
The four of us.
Right, who
Yeah.
do you guys swap brains with?
Oh no, we could swap with the three, can't we? If we all have one of the others.
Technically you need like 4 people.
Loran, Dehane, come here. We need to swap brains with everyone.
What?
Yeah, we're swapping brains,
We're having fun.
It'll be fine.
and then we put all 4 drinks down and we mix them up so no one knows who's going to swap.
Okay, right, I see this. Okay, I see where we're going with this. Right, so I am going to assign everybody a number on a d4.
Okay.
And then you guys are all going to roll, you're going to establish an order to roll. You're going to roll a d4, and anyone who rolls that number is then struck from the record.
Okay.
So that means the person who gets last in the initiative will be left with the last number.
Yeah, and obviously we don't count if we roll for ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
fine.
So we roll an initiative.
Yes. Hold on for a moment.
Is it just a straight initiative, or will we be adding our initiative bonuses?
A initiative. Straight initiative.
Ulster looks so excited, guys. He is having the time of his life. He's never been out drinking with friends.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, right. Right, so who rolled initiative first? Highest, so 25 to 20.
I rolled a 13.
13.
I also rolled a 13.
Can you guys have a roll off? And Slayer, what did you roll?
I got a 3.
14.
3, okay.
10.
10. Okay, also you're going first. Please roll me a d4.
3.
3. Aww. Okay. Cass, can you please roll me a d4? If it's a 3, please roll again until you get a different number.
By the way, Ulster is in
Four.
like a yukata bathrobe. He is relaxed.
Cass?
4.
4. Okay. Slayer?
I like to imagine we all are. We're all like besties in our bathrobes at the spa.
Astra got a 2.
A 2. Okay. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay, right. So,
Whose brain are we? Whose body are we in?
Ulster, you are in Astra's brain.
Astra's body.
Body, excuse me. You're in
Yeah,
Astra's
okay.
body. Cass,
Yeah.
you rolled a 4, did you say?
Is that what I said? I can't... Yeah, I did. I said 4.
You're in Loran's body.
Of course, I knew I was going to be in Loran's.
Ulster, you're in Cass's body.
No, I was in Astra's body.
Sorry, excuse me. Astra, your names are similar. Astra, you're in Cass's body, and Loran is in Ulster's body. Loran blinks.
Cass immediately stands up and is like, I'm so pretty.
Ulster's like, I'm tall.
Looking good.
I know. Cass starts strutting.
That's me.
So, I think, guys, if you hold on to that piece of information, I think we should come into the game next time. With this being the situation, no one tell Anna.
No one tell Anna.
No one tell Anna, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that would be very funny.
So the
next game's
Brian is in Astra, Loran is in Ulster, Astra is in Cass, and Cass is in Loran. Is that right?
That just
Yes.
sounds like a weird orgy,
This is
guys.
so
I'm sorry.
funny.
I know, it does sound like a very weird orgy.
Okay. So, wonderful. The next session is not for another 2 weeks.
On the 18th, right?
18th, yeah, Saturday. So
We might be able to do an evening session.
yeah, I think
But
the
work it
evening
out.
session would be good.
Yeah.
if we can-
We'll work it out. I also need to double check because my grandma's 100th birthday is coming up. And
Oh wow!
I can't remember what day it is, so I'm like, it's just in the future, but it's in Feb, so I need to double check the timing.
Makes sense.
But to be honest, I don't know if that would be. She might actually do a lunch rather than a dinner because she's 100. So,
oh yeah, grandma going off at the club.
Yeah, fucking wild. So let me double check that and get back to you.
100? Wow. Is she going to get a letter from Charles, do you know?
Yeah, she always knew she was going to outlive the Queen. I think
Oh.
I think she wanted a letter from the Queen, but she was always that. I mean, her mum
living
lived
that long and just to get a letter from Charles, I'd be like,
her mum lived to 103.
wow. Good genes.
I don't think she'll. Yeah, but then the men in my family make up for the.
My oldest relative lived until 97, and my grandma is currently 92, and slightly, I would say.
Yeah.
My only surviving grandma is 88, but she's doing quite well.
Women.
All right, I'm gonna love and leave you.
Yeah. All right, guys.